combat simulator. I'll say it again. I'll say it every single game we have.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Grimm's Dungeon, a show where we torture people with Pathfinder 2e rules amongst other rule sets. I'm your host, Grimm. Tonight is Godbound, session 21. That's a lot of episodes. That's a lot of content. 4 hours each on average. 20, 40, 60, 80, 20, 84 hours on like roughly of this campaign, not including our Fallout shows, our one-shots.
I don't know, man.
Man, am I sick of you guys.
Tell me about it.
You
So
can
instead
always
of-
unchain us. Just saying.
Instead of killing
rattle.
off characters, we kill off the players, and we have to like.
That's why
we do,
Christian's
like,
not here.
We do the funeral here.
Best luck.
I know how to
I want to
kill
be on
you.
his team.
Poison through food.
You're not wrong.
I don't know. I feel.
I'm just gonna move this further away.
I don't know. Your con may have taken a recent debuff, just slightly, but
Slightly more. The only you're gonna get like.
I don't know. I think.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Anyway,
yeah.
welcome back.
You'd be fine.
What?
I think you'd be fine. I think Brandon could eat poison.
His
And-
metabolism just would
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
not realize it.
Yeah.
You have 20% lead in your blood.
I did gain weight recently.
Anybody else taste
Lead.
nickel?
Lead.
Oh, so that's why I got shot and didn't have any effect.
Oh yeah.
Well, I hate this already. All right.
Good for you.
Welcome back.
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, it is. Trust me, I know. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to be doing Godbound tonight, session 21. We've got some other things coming up that we want to introduce you to. If you haven't heard about it already, April 19th, 12 Central, Saturday. We're going to be playing the Free League RPG Alien. We took a poll. We got a decent amount of votes in said poll. Hopefully it wasn't swayed by all of us. Probably was. Not really. There was enough. And the majority wanted to see more one-shots. So our goal is to then provide that as we stated we wanted to do. So we've done one. We did Starfinder before it became obsolete. And it just so happens that Alien, the role-playing game, is getting a remaster or a second edition, something like that, pretty soon through Free League. So we're going to be playing Alien, the role-playing game, before it becomes obsolete. It just so happens all these systems are biting the dust randomly. And, I mean, that's kind of the foundation of our show. We played Pathfinder 2e, and then it immediately went obsolete within 6 months. And we had to buy remaster books and relearn a bunch of crap. It was really frustrating, but
I didn't learn anything.
I enjoyed it.
that was during all of the nonsense with the rules getting, became open. What was it called? I can't remember.
ORC versus OGL.
Yeah, open game.
Open
yeah,
game
that's what it.
license.
God, that nightmare of a timeline there, dark timeline.
Wait, is that why our theme is a bunch of dead stuff? We've just played dead systems.
Yeah, that's it. All we do is play Dead Sit. Next up.
Shit, that has to be it, guys.
Next up.
Turn off the stream. We gotta talk about this right now.
And in 4 weeks, we're going to be playing Fatal now. Okay. Only 5 people know what that is.
I was gonna say, I don't know.
Please don't look it up if you're under the age of 40. Anyway.
Oh, hey, I'm good to go. Hang on.
I don't have to look it up. You just have to tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's a
I'm not
meme in
breaking
the
the rules.
TTRPG world for sure, but it's interesting. Anyways.
Way to bring dead memes in too.
What?
Way to bring dead memes in too.
I
The
don't know what you're
graveyard
talking
of tabletop.
Yes.
What language are you speaking? Zoomer?
Aren't we at least weird? Oh, whatever.
I don't know.
No.
Math is hard for me,
Youngins.
so maybe that means I am. Any other? Yeah, but please take a look at those. 2 weeks from now, April 19th, 12 Central. Alien, the role-playing game. Come take a look before that book gets thrown in the dumpster. Anyways, we're ready, I think. Let's go. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Last session. We are in a jungle. This place sucks. Jungle of Blightmoor. It's covered
shit.
in demons. I described it as a demon gorging ground in which they do these strange sort of pilgrimages to the south, to the old city of Low Ridge, aka Octo, depending on the era you're talking about. And what they're doing there and why is a general mystery. But maybe it's something we'll discover tonight. Who knows? Probably not.
Probably.
But
Damn.
they always like to miss the obvious. But who doesn't? What player doesn't? They created a little base. They have a cult, the Ashen Phoenix or whatever you called it. I don't
More
know.
like
The
the
Phoenix
occult.
effect. The Phoenix.
More like the
effect.
cult was attached to us forcibly.
Eh.
They attached
They
themselves
followed
to us.
us.
Hey.
We did accept them.
Hey, you could have killed them all. I'm sure they were dying.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's the two options.
We still.
Lead a cult or kill a bunch of innocent people.
Well, let's hear them out. I haven't said no.
Well, for killing them, I mean, you could.
Hey, 2 are already dead.
Yeah, two.
Multiple, actually.
We're doing a
More
pretty
than-
good job so far.
Yeah, it's
Quite a bit died in the night.
it was a few.
But ultimately, you guys were forcibly given a cult by a character known as John a self-proclaimed meldist, which is still kind of strange on what that means. I think he explained it twice now.
Still don't understand.
Well, that's the best as you're going to get.
No, I know.
So he kind of forced that cult upon you guys, and shortly after arriving at a safe space, and he kind of telling you like, well, if you're trying to find Nirvana and it's further south and it's playing the blah blah blah, like it could be there, and kind of like gesturing you guys into completing this sort of like process that you've already discovered through your time in Slatown. Almost like he foresaw it or something like that. But he attaches this cult to you, and you guys find yourself in a little pocket of safe haven in the northern portion of the jungle of Blightmoor. It took you a few days to get there, and on the path, many perished. And unfortunately, that night, as a deluge occurred, a pack of basically demons that have been roaming this land found your space and came in and started abducting people. They managed to abduct a few individuals and drug them out into the wilderness. You pushed back some of the others and then chased after them. What you came across was a pocket of paradise, a farm, seemingly untouched by the wastes. And in it, a simple, completely normal family consisting of a father, a mother, and a child, in which nothing untoward or bad occurred or is occurring. Upon the first kind of observation of the scene, you guys sat down for food and then sliced the dad in half. I can't believe it.
I couldn't believe it either.
Just butchered the guy.
Who would do
We
such a
were
thing?
so hungry.
I don't know, man. It was you. You killed a man.
I don't
in
know.
cold blood.
I don't think Fredrick.
His
would do
corpse is.
that.
I see it. It's just down there.
I can't see it, so it doesn't exist.
Right.
Well. You have aphantasia too?
Just really
I
bad.
don't want to, like another one of my friends has, and I'm like,
Really bad object impermanence.
crazy. So
No, he's just sleeping. He's taking a nap.
okay, obviously it was demons trying very poorly to mimic human relation and showing like they're human. They failed, obviously. They barely even tried, and as a result, you killed the Minotaur very abruptly. 60 damage or something crazy like that with a crit. And he stumbles outside with his body basically cleaving in two as he collapses on the ground. And the Vrock is like, oh crap.
Should have
And
got the other one first, though.
do what?
Yeah.
I should have got the rock instead.
Yeah, it's
Well, the
alright.
Vrock is now up on top of this massive pyre.
You got one.
And he squeaked. And out from the beautiful bushes, these awesome looking plant zombies pop out. And that's where we are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you ate some of this
Plants.
food, too.
That's my
I
least.
did
Yep.
eat some of the strawberries.
Yeah, that's tough.
The little known
We're
secret
ignoring it. We're not concerned.
secret
We have
ending.
concerns.
Nah.
Secret ending.
Secret ending to the Plants vs Zombies series of video games is that they just made love at the end and created these.
Jeez.
Oof.
Well, I gotta turn down the jungle music. I forgot about that. It was really loud.
Welcome to the jungle.
We got fun games.
There's a concrete jungle in my head.
So we already have a plan.
Hell yeah.
Not being meta or anything.
No.
But I'm just gonna call our shot right now and say we're gonna crush this combat.
Yeah, I have full faith.
We're gonna be.
All our bad rolls
Yeah.
out.
no
We got
concerns about turning into a plant zombie because I ate a strawberry.
we got all our bad
That's
rolls out.
fine.
Don't
last
worry, I'll
time.
put you down.
I know.
Okay.
We all know.
So, just for now that my least favorite part of every session is out of the way, just watch the other shows, man. Like, golly, like I
Damn
don't
it.
have to explain it every single week.
Put
them up there
for you to watch.
Oh, the
I
lion.
threw it at you. It's by your face.
As you can see.
Don't throw things.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean-
look at that. Oh, he's just gonna hang out right here.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for him. Yeah.
Yo.
You can overlook the.
The massacre.
Kind of see him.
Yeah.
See his
Aw.
head. By the way,
Or is it
we're
like
temporarily missing somebody. That's okay. That individual will be here shortly if he hasn't been,
washed away in the flood.
yeah, his soul hasn't been, ripped out and placed in a new form or
Just
something
not gonna
like
say
that.
his
Whatever I feel like
He's
doing to
just
you people.
overseeing your battle.
Okay, now you can't really see
He's
it
a
at all
giant.
anymore.
Sorry.
You
Dang
can kind of see the top half of his head. And that's about it. Either way, we've already rolled for initiative because, as you can see, this lineup is intense. We've got 5 player characters and
impressive
8
lineup.
monsters. I think this is probably the largest amount I've had on a screen at once.
Yep.
But
You're kind of out of space.
I am.
Yeah.
This is ultimately the thing I said. I said this place is gonna suck. I said it was gonna be hard.
Yeah.
And we're about to get into it. We're gonna immediately start. We're jumping in. Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna need your help because I'm actually further away from this than everyone else
Yep.
now.
What do you-
So,
which
because
one
the
of 'em?
camera. Okay, so we're gonna move my left to your right in order of zombies. So the furthest zombie to the left is going to go first.
I didn't say Kobe.
Where is he? What's he doing?
He is going to move. Let's see what's his.
This
Okay,
is why
wow,
we need
really.
the dinosaur grabby hands.
I don't think those would be precise enough.
Actually, I'll say it's fine.
The dinosaur grabby hands?
Yeah.
No, I think they'd be perfect.
What are you doing?
Better than like inventing a giant claw machine, because we could do that. It's just rig a whole claw machine and you have to control it, and then
See, he's the one that made you stand up for no reason.
Yeah, I made you stand for no reason. Just get out of here. Okay, so the first zombie is going to walk up.
Good idea.
And he's going to approach Annabelle.
Oh, no.
Because it's the closest target. And going to try to.
Hello there.
And we don't have armor because we were asleep, so this is
Yep.
great.
You don't have your armor on?
No.
You said
We were
that.
asleep.
Yeah, they
And
attacked when we were
in the
asleep.
middle of the night. And
Oh,
you
I didn't
couldn't-
say that. He said
I
that.
said that.
Well-
And then I said before we went in the house, we should stop and put on armor.
And
no
we all
one
went.
said- and no one said yes to that.
Yeah.
Started this sentence.
You trying to put me on the pyre
I'm
here.
not putting. I'm not. No, I'm
No, that was
just,
me.
I'm.
She's not just trying to put you on the
I'm not
fire.
wearing
She's
armor
building
and
it
I'm
and putting
anxious about it,
accelerant
is
on.
What's happening is I'm like I'm getting attacked.
Well, this is going well.
I think my
All right.
HP is mostly the same though. I think it's like 1.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he's going to try to punch you in the face.
Great.
Okay,
Does
that
the hat-
is.
Does the hat do anything?
That is 34.
That is
These are just
crit.
zombies, guys.
That's a crit.
But also, you notice very quickly that these zombies are not like the. It like
They're like
full sprints
move.
at you.
They move. They're,
Oh, God.
is that what show is that? Like Walking Dead? Do they
No.
go fast?
That's
no,
like
that's
World War Z.
28
World
days
War Z.
later.
World
Sure,
War Z.
whatever.
That
Oh,
was
Age
fun.
virus.
they're one of the fast zombie types.
So is that a crit?
Yes.
Also,
This
let's
is not- it's
go.
not-
That would
Okay.
almost be a crit on Torin. That's 1
Okay.
point away.
Yeah, I think Torin
least it's
would be
not
the
Resident
one with
Evil.
his normal armor class because it's just his body now.
No, he still had armor.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
So that's. Then that's 20 points since
Oh.
it's doubled. 20
Ouch.
points of bludgeoning damage, and then 2 points of persistent fire damage.
All right.
And you notice
Persistent
as he gets close and lands that punch on you, there's this surge of spore-like just cloud that permeates in the air and basically rushes your face. It goes up your nose, burns your eyes. And as a result, you have blinding spores now. This is an incapacitation. The zombie burns you with a putrid inner inner sort of pulverizing fire. A creature hit by this particular zombie's fist must attempt a save, fortitude save.
Okay, and you said it's persistent damage too.
Yes.
Fuck me, dude.
It was too persistent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then fortitude save.
Yep.
20. Yeah.
That's man, that's tough. On a failure, you're blinded for 1 round.
Okay.
But it wasn't a crit failure. I'm not even going to tell you
That's
what it
good.
is. For the...
Blinded.
So anyway, now that we know the stakes here, let's do another one. Second zombie, closest. Move it to... And now it's going to be random here because zombies are completely random. So
Can
1, 2,
it
3, 4,
get that
5.
far?
1, 2, 3, 4. Going for Fred. What?
Can it get that far?
It's a 30-foot movement.
Is this difficult terrain or normal terrain?
Here, I'll give you. So it's difficult going over it.
Okay, so 10,
Here.
15.
So he's moved.
What I can do, because it does line up with the camera perfectly, I can get just a seat that goes there, and you can sit there during combat.
Jeez.
I'm actually about to do
great.
that.
So we're here.
Yeah.
So we go 10,
What?
15.
Yeah, you know what would solve this?
25. 30. 30 is getting right beside.
These plants make an excellent grid system.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Inmates run the
Going to
asylum.
We're free!
What? What are you doing?
Are we actually doing this?
Oh my god, you're actually.
Just be very careful.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
that is not the way to get that chair in there. Okay.
Well, it's done.
It was just an.
Just don't unplug anything.
Good luck.
I won't know what you unplugged.
There's so many cords back here.
So many. We can't even see him, can we? Jeez.
As long as you don't unplug it, we're good. It's perfect.
Oh my gosh. Can we?
You're
blind?
sort of out of camera
Yeah, I
frame.
gotcha.
I think I can move a little bit more forward.
Are you in the frame?
Yeah.
Now I have all this room to stretch.
Altering
Oh,
is
this is
difficult
nice.
terrain.
Okay,
Detect
so
anything using vision.
this is so stupid, but it's fine.
It's fine.
It works great.
I'll just
It's
pretend I don't
ironically
have the
working. So okay. So yeah, how did you get close enough to move?
With one action.
Okay.
With one action, depending on how you do 5, I would say he's probably close enough to hit Torin.
Okay.
It did
Let's go
roll.
for Torin then.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Fucking hell.
So that's a crit.
Oh my god.
Is he within 5 feet of me?
No.
No. Neither Torin nor the zombie.
Good talk.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So long.
Kidding me.
Farewell.
Can
Play
he
Torin's character.
glimpse of redemption for himself?
You may not have to.
I think he can. I think he can glimpse over it.
No, damage is an ally.
So that's... It's modifier after, or is it...
Oh no, it's
It's
double
her
after everything.
I rarely get crits. That's...
You just got one on her. Literally one
I know.
turn ago.
I'm just confirming.
What a life to live where you think one is a, consistent factor.
Yeah.
Maybe vote in the comments if we should get rid of Morgan for being rude.
Do it. I'd love to see it.
Hold on,
Hey, can
I
I,
love the elbow room.
need to
Can I
log
talk
on
to you
Twitch really
afterwards?
quick.
So that's 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that doubled?
That's already doubled.
You
Okay,
command
so
the
he's
forces
still up.
disappear.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
still up.
He's got
And-
one health point.
Now let's
Okay,
roll
well-
for the
Oh
persistent.
my god! Oh yeah,
Now
'cause
let's
he
roll
was
for the
real
persistent
hurt.
fire damage, which is going to no matter what
It's
take.
shit.
going to take
You
him
have to
out.
save that?
Fuck me.
Is there any save here?
No,
Not against the fire.
it's just
Save
it's
is
the
against
bludgeoning
the
damage plus.
blinded.
That's 6 points of
And
persistent
bye-bye,
fire
Torin.
damage. So that's 12 points doubled. I don't think that's doubled by the. I guess it has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause he-
that's 12 points of persistent, and he's also blinded
like,
Well,
if he fails his DC.
I'm not sure.
But he's down, so it doesn't matter. So he's down.
cool.
And he has persistent fire damage, so he's gonna automatically fail rolls unless we put it out.
Yep.
well, it looks like I know what I'm doing on my turn. Cool.
All right.
Oh my god, is he going to deal damage or heal the downed ally?
I'll state again.
Stay
Name me
tuned.
one combat where I didn't do at least some help.
What's great is he has another action. So he's going to try to hit again. He's going to hit
Name
Torin
one.
while he's down.
One.
Oh god.
Fuck me.
Oh, it's a natural one. He
Okay,
actually-
thank God.
So he
Yeah.
the swing and a miss. That was a straight disaster. So
From a
he went-
natural 20 to a natural
So
1.
he tries to hit, and with a critical failure, he stumbles over and is now he's flat-footed. Oh, God, it changed and it's flat. What is it now? It's not flat-footed. That's off guard. He's now tripped over. He's now off guard.
You went.
Okay, Annabelle.
Oh hi. Oh god. Hiya.
This
I'm
guy's
Witton.
off guard.
I'll take care of him.
Okay, great. I am going to. We decided I can shoot within 5 feet without facing any penalties, right? There's not, unless because it's like that volley. 30 means that you have penalties if you're too close, but I don't have that.
Well, not distance-wise, but you're in melee with someone, which is different.
Does that?
Hang on.
It just depends on whether they have an opportunity attack.
Sure.
Or whatever.
Not everybody does. We have no
Everybody
idea.
does.
Sure.
Fact.
But it's not affecting my modifier.
I don't believe so.
I would rather.
It is not affecting. Be quiet.
I am.
I don't know. So I'm gonna be quiet.
I think you're
I
fine.
just wanted to feel included.
You know what? I'm just gonna be quiet.
Okay.
I have to remember to project because I'm not behind a mic anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, maybe you should just go back. It's fine.
I'm not sure I can anymore. I'm scared to move.
I have since committed to the chair, and I shall remain committed to the chair.
I'll go through this round and then we'll see what happens after.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think you're affected.
Okay.
I think you're
I
fine.
think you're fine.
I
As long as you take the risk.
yes. I will exploit vulnerability on the guy,
Your closest one to you.
the one that just attacked me.
It's a triangle. Okay.
Yeah. Which. Oh, no.
Jeez.
Math is hard. 27.
And that's
On
against his what?
His. Oh yeah.
standard DC for its level.
There we go.
Should be fine. That should be good.
Should.
What
be.
did you say?
27.
Yeah, you're good.
Is that just a regular success?
That would be a level 10 creature.
Yeah.
So,
I hope
yeah.
this is fine.
This is the standard success.
Yes.
Okay. So I learn its highest weakness. And I can add that to my attacks.
There's two. I'll give you both because you're going to need them. His weaknesses are positive and slashing.
Okay, that's great for me.
Oh, okay,
Why are you
great.
looking at me?
Actually.
Slashing.
They're pretty significant.
Yeah, that's great for both of us.
Like how much additional damage it does is pretty high.
Yeah. I
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna climb back over this table.
Pulling out my banner because that's my
Do it.
go-to for positive damage, and it is
It's great.
Bishop.
The one time Christian isn't here, his character actually goes
He
down.
dies.
He walks in. We're like, actually, we don't need you.
Wait, he's
Bye.
metal. He has resistance to fire
I
now.
was gonna ask about that, but I didn't know.
It still wouldn't
I
have
don't know how
mattered.
Homebrew
I mean, it
Well,
was
it
6
would have
though.
if he could. I don't remember if I get. It's not immunity to fire.
He had 1 hit point.
It was
and
12
6.
points.
Yeah,
it's-
exactly.
it's-
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
Does he stay on fire? Is he...
Would he?
Well,
That's a good
that's-
question. I probably since it's a custom rule, I'll brew on it. Get it homebrew.
6 months later, no answer.
Oh
Hey,
my God.
here's another short for
6
you.
months later.
Don't do that again.
So is my character
Why?
alive?
Why you gotta rain on my parade, man? What?
Because his life's so awful, he must spread the misery.
Dang.
Oh!
It's like your life's pretty.
Look,
it's fine. You got a
everybody
cat.
saw my misery on this fucking short that. What?
It's not my fault. That's the worst part. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just
Alright.
unlucky. Okay.
Next
Okay, so I'm going to actually swing with the blade at the end of my crescent cross and attack with the positive damage, the exploit
Okay.
vulnerability, all that good stuff.
Come on. Come on.
Yes.
26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a crit, but
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is slashing damage. Ow. And yes.
Nice.
4, 5, 9, 10, 11 damage. Slashing and positive.
Okay.
Slashing and fuck yeah.
Oh, both.
Yes, it would be
Does that stack the?
it would be 5 slashing. Oh, wait. No.
Does
Wait.
it replace your damage?
wait.
How much
I
damage
believe
do I?
Okay. 11 plus the positive weakness.
That's it. There
what
you
it
go.
is.
So 11 slashing, and then the weakness.
I think
But
so.
they're. So if you're attacking with a blade that's slashing,
Yes.
and you exploit weakness on
And
positivity,
I'm adding the positive weakness. Yes.
that means
It'll
It
be
would
the
tech-
same as if
it-
it was a
okay.
slashing weakness.
I see.
Yeah.
So it was irrelevant.
Does it hit both though? Then?
Well,
Because
That's
it's
what I'm
slashing damage.
Are you changing the attack to that damage?
No.
It's
It
an
adds a
addition.
weakness.
Adds the weakness damage. I'll read it. Okay.
Then that means it's
both.
It would be both.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because otherwise that was pointless.
Exactly.
'Cause, yeah. Okay. So in that case, it's. Okay.
Then like it just says like double to whatever like the weakness is.
And
That's
well,
above.
if the
Well-
weaknesses are the same for both.
Yeah.
It-
You said
yeah.
those were the top two.
Fair.
Oh crap! I forgot to swap the board. Well, that's what happens when you don't say anything. You know?
Jeez.
Sorry, everybody.
This is where the chaos is happening.
We're bunched together,
There's
people.
where Torin is down.
Yep.
That's me. I'm chilling. You're over here.
You're the
right
farthest
next to
here.
Annabelle.
Mhm.
So like 5 feet, you could hit the first guy. Thank you. Sorry, 5 feet, you could hit the first guy.
It's tough. It's tough out here. Okay.
So, I think you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I
Just
think
deal
I
with
think the main damage stays slashing, but I am
Adding
that
It just so
weakness
happens
on,
in this case,
and
slashing is.
because it's slashing, I
Okay.
chose to slash.
So you
instead.
imbue your slashing weapon with positive energy, and it does a significant amount of damage to the torso of the zombie that's right in front of you. It staggers backward, but it's not down, but it is
Okay.
significantly hindered. All right.
And I have another action. I'm just gonna step back and kind of
5 foot step.
Yeah, I
yep,
would stay.
just like behind Fredrick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's crazy. All right.
Yeah, how's
So-
it looking now?
Up next is Vrockman here.
His yell. We got it in a nice little line.
We did,
Oh.
yeah.
Great. Yeah, I love that for us. Why did
Now-
it didn't change much.
The Vrock is wounded, and I would say he's also under some duress. But he's going to attempt something here that none of you have ever seen before a demon do. You watch as he starts to like do this preening dance, almost like a bird of paradise would.
Is it gonna
Rara
call for more?
avis in Latin. He starts to do this like dance. He starts flipping. He's doing. Oh, you can't see any of that.
Gotta preen.
Oh God.
He starts preening and dancing, and he starts
gonna
flipping
call
his
for
wings and all this sorts of stuff.
Calling for more Vrocks.
I don't know.
Yes.
Either
That's
or
my bad.
like
Oh,
raising
ah,
more
oh, wah, he, ah,
zombies
oh, oh,
or
oh, ah, oh,
something.
wah, he, ah, oh, 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 ah, oh, wah, he, ah, oh, oh, oh.
Okay.
Thank
So
you,
he
Finding
starts-
Nemo.
Wahoo ha he ha ho. Yeah. You watch as this like tumultuous thunderstorm appears,
Oh, he was doing a rain dance.
Oh, he's doing a spell.
Oh shit!
Oh,
and
fuck.
rain starts to pour down and drenches you guys again. Even though it's you just got dry, and all of you are not armored, so it's just going right to the bone here.
Yeah.
And you watch as this sort of 20-foot emanation occurs
From himself?
from it's in like a sphere
From himself or a
From-
point he chooses?
from him.
Okay.
So right now it's probably not going to reach anybody, but
He's like 30 feet in the air
yeah,
at
yeah,
least.
it's not going to reach anybody, but it will at some point.
Lovely.
Yeah, like 1 move. 5 feet.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like
He's going to start to do this hoo wah hoo ha he. And anything within a 20-foot radius starts to like crackle with lightning, and that's his turn.
Anything?
Alright.
So even if he gets in range of this, well, we wouldn't know.
He's not in range of anything, but yeah. All right, up next is another zombie. So next zombie, please.
This one?
Uh-huh. Oh, I don't know why I
She
rolled.
is bleeding.
All right, we're going to move.
Sticky.
It's going to be 2 movement. So move her to. Yeah, it's 2 movement. Just move her to the closest.
Witton?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be me.
Put them right there.
Going for the punch. Nope, not
Does the consistent rain douse anybody that's under persistent fire?
Ooh. I mean,
quite. I think so. I think that's because it's not fire; it's these spores that
okay.
are. So I mean, like,
It's more chemical than actual
yeah,
fire.
but because he's metal, I can definitely see the
Well,
rule of cool. What?
also her. She's also taking
Oh, yeah.
persistent.
that's why
I would say you can like. I would allow you to use one of your actions to like wash your
Okay.
eyes out.
So it's less
Cool.
like fire, more like
shit, yeah, I
mace,
would've
OC
taken-
spray, something like that.
what's
Yeah,
the,
basically.
Okay, got it.
But
resistant damage.
I'll allow you to do that.
on a check to like put out the fire that takes an action or whatever, like give you like a bonus or something?
Yeah.
Toss the dwarf. Into the water!
I'm gonna make the
Don't tell
you're
the
gonna
elf.
have to toss me.
Don't tell the elf.
Don't
Am I blinded
Not a
until
word. What?
their next turn or
It's yours.
the
Until
end of my turn? Because I just took my turn.
I think so. Well, it happened. Your turn. I'd say the beginning of your next turn.
Okay. Okay.
Right. I mean, if it happened before your turn,
Mm-hmm. Correct.
so I mean,
Is she no
I
longer
know you
blinded
just said
because
one
her?
round, so
my mindset is that it happens at the start of your next turn.
Cool.
That's like the stack, right?
yeah, that checks out.
Like it's not going to defy your stuff, I guess, that you actions, but you're looking at me befuddled.
Because I'm confused. Does that mean beginning of her turn that she just had, or beginning of her next turn now?
Next
Next
turn.
turn.
Okay.
Of this
Yeah.
turn, then it wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
why I
my
was
thought is you've
confused.
already
If it had at
suffered
end
the
of
consequences
that
of
turn,
it.
Yeah.
So it's just I'm trying to think about it in terms of what's the length on average if it was normal. So if it happened right after your turn, then it would end. You're at the end of your next turn. That means everybody got to do something to you while you're blinded.
yeah.
So at the beginning of your next turn, it goes away. Cool. Okay. So he misses the swing. You see that it's not a good thing, Witton, and for the first time you no hop, skip, and you jump and you bail out of the
You
way.
lost Fredrick.
That's okay. All right.
Not important.
Goblin, what's up, man?
Alrighty. We're gonna do.
Turn the mic to him. Turn the mic to him. Maybe. I don't
it's okay.
fucking know.
I'm going to do a hunt prey on this plant guy that just took down Torin. Which means I'm going to do a recall knowledge. I'm going to use nature. Oh, yeah. That is a 29 on my recall knowledge check.
To what?
Hunt prey.
I want to know.
Because we got the weaknesses of the zombies,
Yeah.
assuming they're all the same, which they look like they are from just a quick glance.
Yeah.
Um,
Let me know their weakest save.
Save,
Mm.
okay.
That's great.
Is this
Zombies?
Is this a crit?
What is it?
That was
Against
a
their-
29 against,
against-
their
What?
class, like DC.
Oh.
Like standard.
29? No, not quite.
Damn.
Yeah, I would have had to be like a 30 or 31 or something.
Yeah. something like
Yeah.
that.
Shit.
Okay.
Somewhere in that range.
So, their weakest save
I'm gonna guess Will.
is, in fact, Will.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct.
That actually could help me.
Genius.
That is perfect for me, actually.
They are zombies.
I watched. Yeah.
It's down.
I wasn't that brave.
I know. Hey, you know this cool thing that I can do where it's just like a
Okay.
big boom that hits everyone? It's a 30-foot emanation.
Mm.
See, that's
Try again, bitch.
I love it. I love it. I gotta stick close to you.
5.
You really don't.
I got real hurt.
That's why he's gonna do it to everyone.
I'm going to back up into the house, so I'll go like 5 feet into the. I'll go like 5 feet into the house with one move.
Okay.
So that would be my second action, and in my third action, I'm going to double strike, whatever the fuck it's called, hunted shot on the zombie, threatening my friend.
So, is that the Witton zombie?
Yeah.
No, it's
oh.
the Torin zombie.
Torin,
Oh,
the
so, okay.
farther away one.
Yeah. 'cause
So, number
Number
two.
2, yeah.
yes, number 2.
Okay. We're waking up. We're
First
waking up.
one. Skull!
Hey!
Oh no, I don't have my
Oh,
skull.
It's
glass.
got a metal against metal. Just there we go.
Hell yeah. So that is
Oh, that's really sad. I need to fix that on break.
that was a
Yeah,
35
how'd
to
that
hit
feel?
on the first one.
Okay.
And then the second one is a. What is that? It's a minus 5. 28.
Okay. That's also a crit.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay. So I get my crit specialization on this too. So first things first, I'm gonna roll all the damage together. So that's 2d8, and then I get the deadly d10. So I get 2 of those because they're both a crit.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we'll have my crit specialization effect at the end. So
What are you
this
scheming over
double.
there? Huh?
Which the
feel
crit
like tonight.
specialization
Weather
probably won't
roll.
matter if I kill it. But
No. You guys can't beat my monsters. I'm supposed to get like a narcissistic kick out of making you guys miserable. Stop enjoying the game. Stop it.
Oh, that's what his goal
Yeah.
was this whole time.
I'm sorry, what? I was in my own.
Huh?
Yeah.
I did find where it says that my
Hey, I've seen Tales.
weapon
All right,
damage
I've
doesn't
watched
change.
you DM.
Yeah.
So
I know what you're
can do
like.
Slashing and
It's
fire.
Hell yes.
20 piercing doubled to 40.
That was the first.
Am I about to
hit.
beat
40
thrown?
first hit.
That's
Oh.
combined.
Oh.
Oh, it's everything.
Yeah, 20 was both combined for the purposes of any resistance, and then doubled it to 40 damage total. And then if it is still alive, my crit specialization is if there is any terrain behind it, it is pierced and stuck against that terrain with the arrow.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I love that.
So you aim for its head.
Stay in the ground.
Unfortunately, though, you kind of miss your mark and instead hit it in its throat. But decapitates it anyways. And so it's dead.
And the body just like falls underneath and the head tumbles to the ground and the body's impaled against the dirt. And the
So you've learned something. These might be a little bit more glass cannon-y,
Mm-hmm.
given they're zombies.
Oh.
It's like a balance.
Cool, cool, cool.
So, and I'm 5 feet, like I'm just beyond the threshold of the house. The door's not open, so I can't put him inside, but I am inside the house.
Can you measure and see if you're 30 feet away from me, perchance?
I was 30 feet away from that creature, so
Which was
I am
farther than you.
Okay.
probably 20 feet away from
Okay. Cool. Just making sure.
Awesome. We're halfway through the round.
you. Yay!
All right, so plus zombie, next zombie.
Go.
Next zombie comes. I'm gonna
Do you want the closer? These are equidistant.
Equidistant.
whichever.
Let's do this
Just-
one further away.
Just remember the sequence.
5, 10,
15,
They have 30.
25.
30. Thinking we
So
move.
we'll still make 30 inches.
Okay, move it again.
Me.
Let's go to Fred.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, these guys are they're zombies. They don't really have a mind.
Yeah.
Another natural one.
Skull.
Yeah.
It trips over Torin.
So
A big metal
that pain.
clump.
you know it's
Now
about to
there's no
happen,
right
and he
up
like
there
goes
for
for the
you, bud.
claw, and you use with the butt of your blade, you knock it in the small of its knee behind, and kind of sidestep, and it crumples and is also off it. What is it? God,
Off
guard.
off guard.
Off guard.
Why'd you have to change it?
Do you
Why?
even know what it originally was?
Flat-footed.
Damn
That's
it.
the one I have to say. That one is catchier.
Yeah.
We could say it.
And that was also what it was in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, which I put 120 hours into. So like I know what flat-footed does.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So it's now off guard as well.
Nice.
Okay, Torin, we're gonna make his throw.
His first recovery check.
If he's on fire, it's like an automatic thing.
Yeah,
Well-
you never made the distinction if he does still take the persistent
Persistent,
damage
he's still
while
taking-
metal.
That is entirely. There's no rules for this. It's entirely my decision.
Yeah,
choice here.
that's
I would say no. It just doesn't make sense, man. I would understand like a blast of heat, but that would make him ultimately immune to persistent damage. But I would probably have to restrict it specifically to fire. Like
I thought
only
that's what you did
fire.
anyway.
I don't remember what I did. Like I wrote this stuff down and gave it to him. It's in some book I've written somewhere. Actually, I can just look at it right now. What am I talking about?
So I think he would still make the check. He would just increase the dying condition, but he would still make the check to see if he could decrease it anyway. Because all this says is if you take the damage while you're already have the dying condition, increase if the damage from the critical blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
I didn't-
It doesn't say anything about not making the check.
Okay.
I did not give him immunity to
Okay.
persistent damage on burning, unfortunately.
So it's really just whether he goes down 2 or
Yes.
versus
Or
1.
Correct.
Okay.
Or if he crits.
So this is
Crit.
a
It's a DC 11 at the
11
moment.
because he's dying 1 currently.
Or did he take the damage, therefore he's dying 2?
It's just randomly started working again.
I think since he takes the damage at the start of his turn, it would
Dying
be...
2.
So yeah,
Yep.
DC 12.
17.
Hey.
Alright, so he's now
Dying.
dying 1.
They made it worse. It was already kind of weird, and they made it a little harder to consider now. It's harder because it's different, and it annoys me. Okay, so Torin makes his first save. He's now dying 1. Up next, the next zombie.
So that's the one that's under the tower.
Yep.
Who's it going for? Me?
Let's do a roll, a 1d4.
I heard
roll.
that. I literally heard it snap. I was like,
That's gonna
what are
go
you doing?
for Gobbo.
Oh.
Pretty sad about it.
So 30 movement. So if it's 2 moves, 2 moves.
Perfect.
Okay.
Is
So
it
he gets
only one?
there. He's gonna try to punch.
3 actions.
I don't know.
Wow!
Turned into Wario? Just a little higher
Did you
pitched
take
Wario.
out the one that had attacked Torin?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Jeez. Yeah, that's
So,
that's an
Hey.
18. I don't think that.
18.
We said cluster.
Yeah. But
Let
that
me
actually
read,
helps me.
that will hit if I'm unarmored. Let me read my. It depends on whether you qualify each of these zombie creatures as like a distinct enemy. Does that make sense?
Because of his hunt prey, I'm assuming.
I see. So like indicating one.
Generally,
yeah.
they'll distinguish it like if there was a specific, like a named one, that one would have different. Like that.
These are all
If they're
identical to one another.
all
For
the same,
yeah.
and my hunt prey will apply to all creatures
Yeah.
of that same type. Then my AC is 19.
Hey, nice.
So
Nice.
he goes up and he slams his hand against the wall of the room you're standing inside of instead, breaking some of the wood paneling. All right, Witton.
Okay. Shit. So, Torin is still taking the persistent damage. However, I am going to take 3 actions. Measure out, if you could, please, 30 feet emanation around Witton to see what creatures. I think it's pretty much all of them
think it's
around.
definitely
Every creature except for these two.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
Vrock.
Well, if they're up, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So that's one.
Every zombie that's around us need a will save.
So that's 6 zombies. So minus these 2.
Yeah, -2.
1, 2, 3, 4 zombies.
4 saves.
Okay, that's
Four.
1. It's 2. I should be writing this down.
Probably should.
Texture.
Home. Okay.
Is it
Oh wait.
nice?
Uh,
It doesn't.
I'm sorry.
happening?
I got the save wrong. Of course, it's not will because that would be beneficial to me. It's fortitude instead.
Oh,
I
that's
okay.
thought.
Damn
it,
I
I told you
thought.
it was
I
saves,
know. I
That's
thought
okay.
that it was will.
Why do I have to save it at?
This is good.
My
Sounds
DC
good.
is 21, but it's still fine,
This is
hopefully.
still a good move.
And it's a basic save, which I fucking hate basic saves. Because it always fucks me over.
4 of the 6 fail it.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. Did any of them get 31 or higher?
No.
Okay, so the ones that succeed will take half. However, I have a question
Wait.
Yeah.
about.
What 6? There's only 4.
Oh yeah, there's only 4 that are around me.
I thought you said I thought
Out
you said
of-
only 2 were out of bounds.
These
Correct.
two,
One is
and then
dead.
And the
4
rock.
inbound. So there's
'Cause
And then
one is
one's
dead. Yeah.
One's dead, and I also took one out because it was too many.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
Okay.
So it's just
Okay.
4.
Sorry. Okay, so
Because they want to.
I'll just split the difference.
Yeah.
I'll say 3 and 1 is fine.
3 and 1. Okay, so 1 will take half of the damage. However,
Yes.
you gave me the Scarf of the Medic.
Yeah.
Once a day, the user can double the magical healing.
Yeah.
Does that apply to
If it's
every bit of
positive,
this?
yes.
Heal.
Cool. So we're gonna double this anyway. So that 1 will take full damage of this. The rest will take double.
Now that he's rolled, I'll be happy to mention that if Torin fails his next save, and
He is
gets the
being
persistent
healed.
Damage, then he will die.
Yeah.
He's being healed. He's
This is heal.
going to be up.
That's
so
why
no.
he said it. That's why he said it after you rolled. Like he's aware of it.
Whatever.
What?
This is.
You have not mentioned the fact that you're casting heal.
Can you and I step outside real quick? Okay.
I figured that was obvious.
Do you want to meet me under the table?
hey, you want to step outside? You want to go get a drink real quick?
Anyway,
Yeah.
so everyone gets healed 18 hit points. That is around me. And then the one that saved takes 18 and the others will take 36.
Baby.
Okay, so that's triangle
Wait, hang on. Sorry.
Wait.
No, I'm wrong.
because it's positive. I also
So,
have to deal with weakness.
9 for the success, 18
There you
for... Shit, no, I'm still getting that wrong.
No.
Because I'm doubling it.
Yeah.
So yeah, 8.
What did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
Okay.
So doubles to 18.
Doubles to 18.
And then the one takes
The one's-
full.
Yes.
9.
Okay, yes.
And then I
Yes.
need to add their weakness because it is positive.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So in total, it is 21 for 3, and something 10.
For-
Yeah, because basic weakness is 5. So okay, the triangle one that was already taking some decent damage from your slashing
Yeah.
basically disintegrates right in front of your eyes. So it's triangle. Triangle's gone,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
which puts you at the top of the initiative order. The second one takes, let's do, so 21, 21, 21, and then that other one is 14.
Will be next.
Yeah, I don't think any of the other ones had been
No.
hit, so. But yeah, that's.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, Witton he grabs the butterfly around his
60
neck,
something damage.
and it's just he
And-
squeezes and it emanates this golden energy 30 feet around him.
So Torin is no longer dying.
He is wounded. But
Wounded, one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And conscious and at 18.
Yes.
Guys, what happened?
Perfect.
I don't understand. I'm made of metal.
But I'm on fire.
How did I get downed?
Oh my god, these rocks feel nice though.
Claire, have you seen these rocks? They're so
Oh,
nice.
they're so great, Torin. Yes, just stay down there with the rocks.
I think I'll have a few.
So anyway,
Torin, you can't
that's Witton's
swallow.
turn.
Peed
That
on
was,
me. I feel warm.
All 3 actions.
that was all 3 actions.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That's plant
You
guys.
just,
Best
when
turn
did you
succession.
pee on me? Even when he succeeds, he's frustrated.
mad.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Look, I
I even set the stakes for what was going down if you
I
didn't
understand.
Good
I'm
deal.
I
just
think no matter
Thank
what, it
you.
would have healed. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of dealing with
What just happened is a moment we've been
Which
waiting
was-
for
You did good.
for a while now. He
I
killed.
just get frustrated by the rules even when they do work in my favor. It's just I don't know.
You crushed him, man.
It worked out.
I know. I'm also in the mind space of Witton, and he's not in a good place
He's
either.
never
so-
happy.
He's not. That's
No.
my fault.
He's such a beautiful.
Well,
I
you wrote
wouldn't
the
use the word
story.
beautiful.
He wrote the backstory.
Oh, I did. I know. I'm aware.
I might have encouraged it though.
I don't
Okay.
even know the backstory,
So,
but I know that it's your fault.
Channeling all your ferocity, as you described, grabbing your necklace, the scarf of healing, the medic scarf, glows a bright yellow gold color, and an emanation comes out, eviscerating one of them, evaporating it, and doing significant damage to another 3 of them. Everyone gets healed.
Oh my.
Oh my
Perfect
god!
timing. So I hate to say, a zombie punched you.
Awakens.
Punched you in the head and almost basically one-shot you. But welcome.
I'm hearing some major disrespect here. I don't deserve that. Okay? I drove for 2 freaking hours to get here.
Well, that's what happens. You're not here. Torin dies.
All right. Well,
Okay.
see you later.
So after
See you
Witton's
guys.
great
Good to see
turn,
you guys.
we got the remaining 2 zombies. So the next one's gonna come up. I'm gonna roll a 1d5 now since you're alive.
How dare you?
That's gonna go for
for
Paige.
Feel my hand.
Oh.
Is it two moves?
What?
All right. With
Damn.
Paige,
Attack.
he's gonna punch you in the face. You're gonna die. You're gonna drop dead.
How dare you?
I think that
This
does.
is our place.
This isn't actually. We just stumbled upon it, but I think we're gonna
So
claim
that's
it.
24.
No, we definitely
To
claimed
hit?
it. I
Yeah.
peed on
Yeah,
it.
that hits.
Okay.
It's claimed.
Glimpse of redemption.
Yeah.
Actual.
Yes, my
So-
reaction.
Rolled
Yeah.
really bad.
Uh-huh.
That's not a crit, so that's 8 points of bludgeoning plus again the fire, which is Unfortunately, 4.
Oof.
But
12.
since you're already blinded, I would say.
Well,
it's-
it would.
It would still do the damage, wouldn't it?
Yeah, still do the damage, but I don't know if you'll get blinded.
Blinded too.
Double blinded.
Would it last longer?
Lord.
Oh, I need you to attempt the check. That's
Yeah.
right. So give me a check. Come on.
Nope.
Balls.
Worse than last
What
time.
is it? Fortitude?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, unfortunate. So that's another blind round then.
How much damage was that?
So that was
12.
3, 5, 8 with bludgeoning, and then I rolled a 4
Yeah.
on the persistent
12.
fire,
Thanks.
Cool.
which I roll again at the top of your turn.
And then the Glimpse of Redemption, it has a whole bunch of stuff.
It either has
that
to
affects it
choose
now.
to not do damage,
Which it did not
or
do.
there's resistance plus my
Oh,
level
great.
that she takes away from that, and it's either
So your glimpse of redemption. You're doing it.
enfeebled.
Okay.
It's either enfeebled,
Okay.
or if it doesn't
It's a
want to be
zombie. It
enfeebled-
doesn't understand what you're talking about, so it's just attacks.
What am I even doing here?
No, I mean it goes through. It's just it doesn't.
What
It
are you
can't
doing?
logically, from a roleplay
I forgot
perspective,
one
make
other
that
thing.
consideration. It
Oh,
can't
no,
be like,
thank
oh my god, I'm a zombie. Well, maybe it can.
Yes.
Maybe it's like I'm a zombie. Oh my god.
So it's enfeebled. Was it enfeebled 1 or 2?
17, at least.
So he's been
For
updating
sure.
your character sheet.
Let me open it up real quick.
Yeah.
Un momento, por favor.
Yeah, you got critted at the beginning. Unfortunately, you had 33
Yeah.
points of health, and it
Yeah,
one
it was
shot you.
rough.
Damn.
I totally
Yeah,
want
I
to
got
that right now.
You dealt 32 points, but then did persistent fire, and then we debated whether or not you're immune to fire, and I said you weren't. I didn't write down you were immune to fire, so you're not immune to fire. That'd be a bit extreme. Maybe in future
Okay, I'm gonna.
Resistance.
development.
Yep.
Up my metal. My metal.
But it did.
need.
You might have just resistance to flame,
Give me a
blunt resistance, but you dealt 12 points of fire damage, so it wouldn't have mattered because resistance is -5 to the total damage. So
That's how
either
I
way,
feel about that.
Yeah.
so that's what happened to you. Oh, that poor face. It's devolving.
Oh my grin.
It's rotting like the
I
show.
don't wear mine anymore.
It's rotting like the show is.
Rough.
I still love her. She's special. Okay?
Okay,
She's been
so
through some shit.
dealt the damage onto Fred.
You drying it in the dryer?
A target-rich environment, man.
Yep.
It'll ruin it, exactly like you're seeing.
Oh
you have to let
my.
the hang dryer.
And
lay
how
dry
many
or
of the
something.
ones around me were in the
Yeah.
off guard
Okay,
status?
buddy.
Two.
Just the one or
Two.
of them? Okay.
I marked which ones, so just tell me you want to hit those. They should be in range of you. They're all
Yeah,
kind of
fine.
cool. Because the one that's attacking you right now is not one of the off-guard ones. It's the one that tried to attack you and the one that tried to attack Torin while he was down. Both
The
fell.
one
Can
right
we like
next to you is
pretend that the
like-
zombies have like really cool like anime
Wounded.
character voices? Because that's what I've been practicing in the
not off
car.
I think it'd be fine.
No.
Alright then, I will.
Like main character,
It's
you have to be like
like 19 or
super like
something,
low,
like,
a little bit of glottal fry.
I don't have to move, do I?
No, you can just hit one.
I'll stay
Hello,
there.
the Shadow Legion. Welcome. We're in intense combat mode right now. Pathfinder 2E.
We're still level
We're
5.
getting
I
wrecked. One of us
will-
has already gone down.
Do a.
He's back. He's back.
Just as he rose from the ashes, he came through the door to play
Yeah.
his character again.
Yeah.
It was great.
Torin's back.
Perfect timing.
Back.
Manny says, hi, Christian,
Hello!
from NYC.
From NYC.
Is that Manny Dunn?
I love you so much and I miss you so much. I think about you all the time and I'm too scared to text.
That's crazy.
I'm like,
The
well, what if he doesn't
confession.
love me anymore?
Oh
Then,
my
you know, I'm just gonna
God.
look stupid.
You're new to Pathfinder. I'm going to tell you right now.
I love you.
I'm going to tell you right now, Shadow Legion, it's a toughie. It's
cool
a
name.
toughie.
That's great.
It's
If
a
you
lot
need a
of fun,
rules
though.
lawyer, he's
Yeah,
over here.
If you get a dedicated
He's ours,
guy,
though.
a dedicated turbo nerd who reads everything, then you're fine. He supports the rest of us, including
So I'm at
myself. I'm not afraid
18
of
HP. in total.
You're at 18.
Yeah.
You are taking persistent fire damage every round, and you are currently broken.
Things are not looking good.
Oh, they
yeah.
have
Okay.
3 actions
Okay.
to fucking take out my shit.
Your AC
Silence
is
in
also
the.
not.
Hey,
reset.
hey, hey, everybody.
Hey.
You're at 25.
Hey, everybody.
Zeroing armor.
Hey,
What?
Fred.
I will do a vicious swing.
Yes!
Oh, you're doing a vicious strikes. All right,
Yes.
let's do it. Okay.
Oh, good, we got a
Uh oh. That means he got. Sorry, there's a lot of new people in the chat right now. That means because we're on YouTube and Twitch. For those who don't know, we're streaming, doing multi-stream.
How's my shield
That
doing?
means they got a natural 20. Okay, which is an automatic additional. level. You're doing the beginner's guide right now. That's what we started with. We did a mock show with a beginner's guide and learned a lot. It's a hard system, but keep with it. I feel like it offers more opportunity than a lot of the other fantasy-based role-playing systems. It can be frustrating, though. It depends. Yeah, go ahead.
Given our current weather predicament, I will swing with the cold side.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the rock also has like a
But
thunderstorm around him.
it doesn't matter.
The rock?
That was a good. Actually, that's a good call. Good job. All right, so you swing with the cold
With
side.
the rock.
All right.
It's cold.
So is it just one
It's also
target?
raining.
What the fuck is happening?
Everyone's talking too much. I can't hear what's happening.
I'm just trying to update him.
Oh,
As he
okay.
tries to
I
hear
thought-
absolutely nothing that's happening.
I get distracted easily.
Brandon's
you know
like
this.
so quiet. He's like, what's happening?
He's doing math.
You need a calculator.
That's
man.
part of TTRPGs.
Get a calculator, old man.
He only needs to count the number of dice he's rolling.
Thank you so much for the
only
follow,
40.
Shadow Legion. Thank you, by the way. Can we get a round of applause for Shadow? Follow.
I love you.
Shadow the Hedgehog?
Like legit, real.
No.
Oh yeah, he's doing like a whole dance thing.
Oh,
Yeah, he's dancing right now.
He's doing a rain dance.
Ooh.
Your DM is literally Hagrid. Well, my DM is me.
Horrible,
And I'm not Hagrid.
Horrible damage roll.
Oh.
Bad.
Okay.
Even,
It
even double?
is 6 points of slashing damage.
Was that
Okay.
doubled?
Yeah. Rolled ones on both.
Oh.
And then
Hate
but
to see it.
15 points of cold.
There you go.
Okay.
And
Ready for it?
This is one target, right?
There's a weakness in
yes,
slashing.
from the creature, may I please have a...
It's dead, dude.
Damn.
Okay, so we're going to do... This one is gone.
Where's Torin?
Nice.
And one is still...
Oh, he's
Yeah,
upside
so that
down.
was one attack to one
Bro.
character, so...
And you got
Yes.
a zombie on each side.
Oh hell yeah! I think.
One of those
I will-
did not take
Full.
the heal. Right?
Stride
Cool.
into the fray.
Okay.
Do you want to be able to reach both of them?
Yes.
All right, final zombie
beside
then.
me.
Get me in there.
After this, yeah, I'm in a room with a water bowl and a squid statue.
What?
Okay, hold on. Water bowl and a squid statue. What am I missing here? Cthulhu?
Is it that? Oh God, I don't know 5e very much. Wizards of the Coast. That book. It's the
Well, wait, didn't they
googly-eyed
say
guy who has a pet fish.
Pathfinder?
Oh, the
beginner?
beholder?
Look, I'm a
Uh,
Pathfinder
Xanathar.
guy, bro. I don't know.
Xanathar. This is a Xanathar reference. That's the best I got. I'm
Yeah,
trying
Is
to
it a
help you
mind
out.
flare?
I need you to
Could be
elaborate.
But I thought they said
I'm gonna need you to elaborate, bro. Either,
I don't
'cause
think we got that far.
if I say something and that's in reference to something I said, I've already forgotten what I've said. So yeah, okay. So
How many
zombie? Yeah,
How many actions is it gonna take to get him there?
probably it might be all three.
I think it might be, cause
I'm calling it all three. And now you can go back to your seat now. We've made it around.
Yeah.
10.
It's on the map.
15, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have to use its last action to get.
Where do you want to
In
get him to?
Just get him into the circle, like just in range 5 feet of as many people as you can.
Cool. It's me.
As many people as
Oh, okay. So me and Fredrick.
He said there's a on the map.
What?
On the map.
On the map?
That's a great
I'm
song.
the-
I don't know if you've heard that
You-
one before. That's a good song.
This guy's playing games, man. I have no idea. All right.
All right. Let's see
Yeah.
if Matthew can get out of there without unplugging things.
I've got to commission
He's got
a
the
new
dancer's
table
grace.
set up, dude.
You just need a stool
gavel.
and not a chair. 'Cause
I
then
need to now that things are it's been long enough. I probably need to fix this place to be a little bit more.
I'm sweating.
No, in your you had me freaking out. I was like a bowl and a squid statue, bro. That's crazy. I don't know what that means. Okay, so last zombie
He used all 3 of his actions.
is
to get-
done. Annabelle.
hey, I take resistant fire damage first, right?
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm like.
You also have to roll again to see if it continues. I'm
Look
pretty
at
sure.
me, I'm Mr. Macy.
Wait, but no, the fire damage is
Cocked.
automatic.
I thought like to see if it continue. Like if I roll it and then don't you
I
have to
think
roll
precision
another?
fire damage. Didn't we have to put ourselves out
You have
last
to
time?
put
it
We
out.
have
That's
to-
right.
We have this to be an active
We are
action.
in the rain.
Yes.
So
We
like
are-
that's like the full 6.
Fuck you.
Jeez.
The first one was also a 6, but it was cocked. So
You got
I actually
healed.
gave you a like a second chance.
And
the dice
still
said,
Ever.
"How dare you change your hair color?" And
Whatever. Okay. I am gonna take an action to.
douse yourself.
Yeah.
Stop, drop, and roll. Okay.
Yeah. Be not on fire. And
You watch as Annabelle crouches down and rolls on the ground using the wet mud to douse the flames. It's
Thanks.
like, you know, all those shorts
Thank
where
you.
people like mimicking D&D and like everything. The DM is always describing everything. No one knows what I'm
Now
talking
you
about.
just look like Arnold from.
I don't watch.
Flat check.
I'm right here.
Do it, but
And then
It's a flat
yeah,
check.
he'd said
Also,
it's
to be
fine.
fair, your hair looks nice.
flat. What? It's an 8. I probably don't.
So
make it.
no.
You're still on fire.
Okay, whatever. But I'm not blinded anymore, right? Or did I fail that last?
No, you're not blinded.
You were not blinded.
Blinded.
No, you didn't fail it.
Okay. Great.
You know what I'm talking about.
There's a guy right in front of me.
No, you
All
failed
these-
it. You got a 14.
So I am still blinded.
Still blinded.
Yeah.
Shit.
I trusted you. And I had to recall.
Oh,
and
I
then
thought
my-
it was just around. That's what we had decided.
Yeah,
She
but
got
I
attacked.
We
got
do
attacked
have,
again,
on our
blinded
like
again.
I didn't
Shadow
say
Legion on our Discord. We do have a place where you can post links, but like we just
I tried
don't
to put on
use it
fire,
because
did
like
not.
I hate Discords anyways. But
Um,
if you want to send
technically
something,
would've
there's
made
like an
that
image
check
place you can
last
send
turn.
images. I think it's like self promotion or something like
no.
that. Otherwise, it just it'll delete it the link on YouTube and Twitch.
Also
Unfortunately.
at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Blinded by the light,
See? Fucking said it.
revved up like a new sun.
So these are all the same type of creature, exactly,
Yes,
right?
except with rock.
So I don't have to re-exploit vulnerability. I can just coast with it. And
She knows her character.
so I will divine disharmony and try
I did the sounds.
to.
Go on.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Not Leo.
This is what happens when there
I'm
isn't a
gonna make an
roleplay moment to like
intimidation-
lock us in first. It's just a disaster. Go ahead.
Christian showed up and now I'm. Yeah.
Oh, there goes the brain cell. It's gone.
It left. I'm gonna try to
No,
find disharmony.
Don't eat that soy. Don't. No.
So I'm
melt
trying.
your brain.
It's an intimidation check against their will DC.
Yeah.
What?
That's
it's-
not cocked.
What?
That was not cocked.
So, 19.
It's their will DC.
Which is good for us.
Yeah, that's not a good
You
roll.
do be less.
It's fine.
Is it their level plus will? Or do I roll?
It's
Owl
I think
hats,
it's
they don't
10.
got this.
10
I'm the kind of
plus
DM that
their
wants to
will.
kill all
10
my
plus their
players.
will.
What?
10
No,
plus
no,
their
that was a
will?
joke. That was sarcasm. 10 plus the 10 plus. So and you rolled a.
19.
Are you kidding?
I think I'm like 1 away or something. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, whatever.
I'm so
just
sorry.
gonna swing
God.
at this.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna swing at this bitch. I'm blind. I'm just like swinging wildly and trying shit and trying to not be
sorry.
blind, and it's not going well.
I told you this place was
That's a
hard.
natural 1. Thank you. I'll leave now.
Annabelle, you gotta get the mud out of your eyes.
So
I'm
long.
trying.
You doused yourself with mud and now you can't
Well,
You're
So
also
all
on
the money
fire.
you-
I know you can't see it, but I hope you can feel
No,
it.
I can
Let's see,
feel
what-
it.
yeah.
It's
Never mind. It's fine.
Okay.
I thought about it for a second. I'm like, no, that.
it's
Okay.
whatever. It was a bad turn.
Yeah, but Owl Hatch on YouTube, I don't know who that is. Probably someone in the funky crew. I don't know. But maybe not. It could be a random person says you got this, but I disagree.
Thanks.
In fact, by you saying that, you screwed up.
Transferred
rolls.
my luck.
No. I'm taking full credit for this one. That turn was everywhere except for where it needed to be.
That was a disaster.
Let's go.
So it was a
Yeah,
critical
thanks.
failure. So the fact that you kind of stopped,
Yeah.
dropped, and rolled and covered yourself in mud and you look kind of like crazy when you go to actually hit him, your right foot
me.
slips, and I'll say that until the beginning, the top of your next turn, you're off guard.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So you slip in
I'm
the
blind.
mud. You kind of do the splits, but you can't really do the splits. The new form isn't really working for you, and you go ah. You know.
Annabelle, what are you doing? This isn't a dance
can't
battle.
Okay.
see.
This is not a dance battle
I
with the
can't
rock.
see anything. Is
The
he
rock-
over here?
dives down.
Yep, there it goes.
The rock dies.
It dies.
I'm gonna die.
That was awful. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is it for Torin? Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I said he dives down.
Yeah. This is lovely.
So the rock dives down and lands full force into the area around you guys. And when he enters that zone, his chant begins to dissipate, but he's gonna get one round where you guys are all, or his turn where you guys are all within the sphere of effect.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
I have one quick question.
Yes, sir.
Does any of what he's doing have the manipulate property?
Moving doesn't it? No.
It
doesn't.
does.
Hey.
Yeah.
It has both move and manipulate.
Like to
Oh,
use my
fuck.
reaction to
I
make an
can't.
attack.
'Cause he's
You may
not the
do so
target,
before
I
we
am so
do all this. I mean, he probably won't die from it, but you're welcome to do it. I did go and look at the stats from the original game to see how much damage you had dealt to him prior, so that it has been accommodated for.
Got a
us.
couple arrows sticking out of
28.
them.
Nice. Oh, to hit.
28 to hit.
Nice.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Alhat
got distracted.
He's
says I should
distracted.
probably have angled. I gotta foster the community. I
Foster
should-
the community? He's a foster parent.
Okay, we need some crunch mode. Actually, you know what I need.
Fostering.
Crunch? Crunch? Crunch?
Crunch.
There we go.
Crunch.
What?
It was zoomed. I remember I zoomed it in for the other show when it was just
When it was
you.
just-
and,
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happened. Alhat says I should
We gotta
probably
scream
have angled that
absolute
towards someone
bullshit
instead of
that way.
generally, as it seems to went to the luck of the DM.
What?
Did you just? That was disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty weird, man.
What save are we
I mean,
rolling?
it's one thing to do
that-
that.
Yeah, I know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You just have one eyebrow. You know,
Have you seen me?
you can
Look
hair
like
flip
I-
all day, but don't do that.
Game. Okay, so
Toss.
let's see. So 28 does hit.
I will continue to swing with the cold side.
Great. I'm gonna say it. That meet it. I'm gonna say that met it.
Okay.
That is 20 total.
Points
So
of
cold
slashing.
side?
And slashing.
20 points.
It's cold iron.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it does slashing,
So
does it not?
you go.
Yeah.
So-
I'll
And
Oh,
you
fair.
you. And how much damage in total was that? Sorry.
20. Do you need it separated by slashing and cold?
No.
Okay.
So that's in total. So
Yes.
wow. So as he dive bombs down, you whip around with the cold side of your sword, which have you named it yet? I think okay, you're gonna have to name your sword.
Come
now.
on.
Baby
Gotta
girl.
name it.
And
Come on, baby girl.
who needs more than one single eyebrow? Hey, as a kid,
Oh,
I
she's hot and
smashed my
cold.
left eyebrow, and there's a chunk that doesn't
So
grow
it's
there
Katy
anymore.
Perry.
I
Just name your sword
cracked
Katy
my
Perry.
skull. And you do this crazy low guard swipe up deep into the under portion of his wing, and it goes, and it screams in pain as the cold iron riddles its flesh with basically like a liquefying.
Ooh.
Like a liquefying effect. It just
Melting
like
it.
melts it. It screams.
The
and
rock
flips
is
off
cooking.
as it's
The
like,
rock is
wrenching
cooking.
itself. So that deals quite a bit of damage to
Oh
it.
my god.
We've been waiting. Been waiting.
Okay.
The rock!
Now the effect occurs, which dissipates instantly after. So I need everybody to give me a reflex save.
I don't wanna.
Torin, it's been a while.
Okay, well
Glad
if
to see
you
it.
don't,
No, I was
then I'll
joking.
just kill you. I don't care. I hate your characters.
I know.
Do we start?
I spent a long time working with these guys and their characters. Like months. It was crazy.
Flip it! I'm spending a hero point.
Damn. First roll back and he's spinning here.
I am also spending a hero.
And it honestly
Should
wasn't much
I'll
better.
join the club. I guess we think this is important.
I'm keeping what I've got.
Dude, I'm a little baby.
I'm not taking
I'm a little baby in the dirt.
It's not
a little
great,
baby in the dirt.
but-
I just want to get up. I want people to recognize.
Since you're
You are taking a
No,
3.
no, it's a
Any
16.
Oh,
Wait,
I
what?
advantages
It was
or
just a
minuses
3.
to your check?
For what?
It was just a 3.
It
was just a 3.
I-
That
yeah,
should
Did it
I'm
flip
knowing
out?
the
I
fates
think
have
I-
decreed a
If it
16.
was 5e, it'd be.
Okay.
Does he have any minuses?
It's
I
funny
could
to
have
me.
sworn it was a 3, but I must have.
You should. Be
I don't know. It's
Okay,
16.
I'll give
To
it
your
one time.
character
If you
and
do it
it'll
again
affect anything
intentionally,
that
it's
it needs
over.
to.
Because
No,
that was
it was not
that was
unintentional.
not intentional.
Because it was unintentional, I'm gonna allow it.
And I didn't look at it closely enough because the 3 is what was facing me. Anyway,
So-
Yeah, I'll put that down on there. For
29.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Let's see what that does.
What was your
29, 22.
reflex?
Yeah, I didn't do anything to it.
Okay.
So 18.
25.
21.
Okay. You're the only one that saved.
Holy shit.
All because of the anger and despair.
Okay, what I'm just gonna say, I
Desperation.
re-rolled a natural 1, so
Unfortunately,
It was
though,
worth
it's not
It was
quite
worth
there.
it.
Pain died.
Okay, so this is going to wipe the party. Let's go for it.
I'm at full health.
I'm almost at full.
Okay, not a great roll. Not a great roll.
Good.
One more. Also a terrible roll. Yikes. So that all that is 8 full and 4
Wow.
for you, and that's it.
Okay.
Yikes, that was
We'll take
that,
it.
that could have been
Yeah.
way worse. That just so happened to be a weak roll. And with that, this aura of electricity dissipates. That is electrical damage for those who are aware. Which I think I've been thinking about how your metal skin not this game, because I've been brewing on it. I think like I'm gonna give you some resistances and new weaknesses.
Yeah.
Which means +5, -5 to specific rolls. So I think what I'm going to lean towards electrical is you're weak to it, and fire you're resistant. I think is what I'm leaning
That
towards.
seems fair.
Okay, both energy based, so that makes
Well,
sense.
technically, when
Okay.
you use electricity, you could literally
Excellent.
reorient my molecules.
Vrock's dive bomb is complete. He's now off guard. He slammed his head into
Hey,
the wall. And that's
fuck yeah.
kind of the...
That all is
Is he
action?
literally like on top of me?
Yeah, yes.
The only one on top of me should be Claire.
That's right. I yell out from the house.
Okay,
What?
We're friends.
Remember
have a-
how we met each other?
you do have a zombie
hug
still
each
in front of you. It is damaged because of his aura emanation,
Yeah.
but it is still in front of you.
Yep. And this is a whole new round, right?
Yes.
Sweet. So reactions are in.
No, it's at the start of your turn that you get him back.
Same round, bro. That's not 5e, cuz.
I looked it up.
Got him.
Tripping.
Oh my god.
Got him.
Toilet paper.
I got me, man. They
But
got
it is
me.
each round, isn't it?
I wasn't expecting
I'm looking
that.
I get one reaction.
Encounter round. Yeah.
Hang on. Well, yeah, but that can still. It doesn't say when you get it back, though.
How many?
One per round can still mean.
Oh man.
How
No,
many
because your initiative can change. in this game.
movements would
When you
it
go down,
take
your initiative
for me
changes.
to get
Up the thing.
up
So
to
it feels
the
like-
window of the top floor?
It also,
Or if you
he
delay.
just-
Oh, you're inside?
Yeah, we've-
I'm just like
No,
5
I
feet
know,
inside,
but
So
like
far
the
as we've been
threshold.
playing, we've always been doing it by round.
Yeah.
One.
Which is
I think
One to get upstairs into a window.
What's your 30 feet, right?
5e though. For
Yeah.
35?
I think
Do I
it's
have
at the top of
25?
the round.
25?
I also
What are
like
you
that
at?
better.
I have 25.
Okay.
Problems and
I still think one
Okay,
because it's just a staircase. It's not really an encumbering thing. So
Then I'm going to take the chance that this guy's going to hit me, and I'm just going to take a movement to sprint up the stairs and to a window on the top
let's see
floor.
if he hits you. I don't think so. He's a freaking zombie. I don't know if he even knows how to. Nope, no opportunity attack. So you rush upstairs.
All right. And then
little
I'm going to
legs.
do
long arms though.
long arms, though.
Big hands, huge hands.
Huge hands.
Did anyone else do that as a kid, like going upstairs?
Oh, yeah.
I never ever went up
Oh, yeah.
with
Absolutely.
two legs.
Average
Only.
feet, though.
No. You
Yeah, exactly. I still do
like
that.
the crawl.
oh yeah, for sure. I would get up so fast. I was
Still
the
do it.
I
weird
just did
little
like a
kid.
few months
Yeah,
ago
me
and I hurt
too,
my
it's
back.
okay.
What are you talking about?
I used to like climb the door frames. You know what I mean? Like I used to
Oh
like, scale the
man,
door
I
frames.
still
Oh my
wish I could
gosh.
do that without damaging someone else.
Okay, gold is
Like, that
first
would be
roll, red
That
is
is a good one.
second roll, shooting at the rock.
We've got an
Okay.
exposed ceiling in our basement.
Now,
and I'll hang
wait.
from the beams
Your
and
point,
do
your
inversions and
hunt
shit.
parade doesn't work anymore, or whatever.
I know,
you're-
that's what I was thinking. Do I want to take 3 attacks? No.
I could.
I want to move as one action. I'm going to swap my hunt prey to the rock as one action.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and take my knowledge check first. Using nature.
Can we switch the green screen for like, thinking
Yeah,
thought
sure.
bubbles behind him? That'd be cool.
Yeah, these are all green screens. I totally didn't pay somebody to make these stupid
26 recall knowledge.
things. Against the class DC.
I literally told
Yes.
a client that earlier today. It's like one of my favorite ongoing jokes.
What's
is
the class?
Making fun of our
DC.
Yeah.
20 what?
6.
It's too beautiful to believe.
my guy.
Yes. Not a
Very
crit though,
well
so I don't get the
You
extra
see it on
stuff.
camera and you're like,
Hey, look up for me real quick.
That's fine.
Hold on. This won't do anything to the camera sensor.
Yeah, not at all.
the whole time now
I've
you're
seen
just,
Better
now
Call
you're just
Saul.
blurred.
I've seen Better Call Saul. This is a red
We
laser
already
pointer,
got
by
its
the way.
like weakest saves last session.
If you don't use your reaction, you
All right,
use
I'll just ask for any resistances.
Any resistances regarding the rock?
Start of
All of them or one? What do I get? Oh, it's resistance is electricity.
Okay. Don't use electricity against this creature.
Good to know.
Well, just did an
have
electrical
anything
rain
that
dance, so that's a clue.
It's a pretty big clue.
It's a pretty massive clue.
Haunted shot. First arrow misses. Second arrow plus 26 to hit.
Read the whole thing.
I know. I did.
So it's the same thing we're talking about.
No.
No, it is. It says if you don't use your reaction, you
It's
lose
fine.
it at the start.
Okay.
This is completely
That's my turn.
separate from the
Next
first
zombie,
part.
it's
At the
plus.
start of your next turn, you lose it.
Who does he attack? And
Then
it's not you. So
typically
1, 2, 3, 4.
Gain that reaction. Yeah, that
Turn. not
Freddie,
round.
probably the best choice
Your
there
turn, not
for
round.
you guys.
it says typically.
That hits,
I
but it's
give
not a
up.
crit.
Yeah.
Roll
Done.
for the damage.
not
Terrible,
solid, it's not solid.
terrible.
It's
4
not. It's
points.
not.
Court of law.
So that's 9 points
Which
of
is rare
bludgeoning.
to
That's
find in
it.
Pathfinder.
And I need you to make
Wouldn't- they
a
wouldn't do it by
DC, DC X. What is it? Fortitude. Owl Hash said that they would also climb up doors. So
Yeah, I
maybe
think
we're
that
all
was like a
Right?
universe. I think that's a universal experience.
14.
I had birthday
Failed.
parties at a
Okay.
all right.
climbing wall.
Burning damage.
That's
One
the-
point of the
Where you
persistent
use
burning
reaction
damage, and you're
before your
blinded
turn
till next round.
begins.
Your first
Torin.
turn.
Yeah, exactly.
An initiative. Anyway, it's your turn. Go.
All right, it's time. You just start seeing this beautiful energy emanate from Torin as he lays on the ground. You start seeing some of the rocks start to float around him.
That's my boy.
No one lays on top of me except Claire! And I grab my shield arm and I slap myself in the chest with radiant energy. And I regain 18 hit points using my lay on hands.
Yeah.
That's how much I gave you before when you went down.
Gosh.
Yeah, well, he's so real fucking hurt.
And
Yeah,
then
I know.
from there, I'm gonna stand up with my second action.
There you go.
And then with my third action, I'm gonna look at the rock. Now I'm gonna say, can you smell what's cooking? And I'm gonna take a hit.
Yeah, is what would have happened
Oh?
Is the rock not there anymore?
if you hadn't have broken your pact with Caden.
What?
But since you
Leon.
broke your pact with Caden,
You can't heal?
all your classes. I'm just kidding.
I was like, what the hell? This is game making.
Wait.
This is like,
Who am I? No, so I will
We've
make
had, like, months
an
of play.
addendum to this. Instead of like kind of what you consider positive radiant energy, healing yourself with your lay on hands,
I'm thinking more like
It's-
Super Saiyan.
it's more. Well, it's more like heating a forge and mending metal.
Ooh. That's also really cool.
Fire.
That's
I
cool.
like that.
Yeah, it's an
Start
orange.
seeing those buns just shaking.
So you committed every anathema in regards to your pact with your deity, so you're done.
All right.
Yeah.
Torin is no longer bound.
No, I considered that a
all right.
replacement. It was a question I got from an eagle-eyed viewer.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, well, it's more like it was his deities were like replaced. It's more so
Yeah.
than
Well, to be
than
fair,
he-
my deity
if-
didn't really love me.
I feel like that's not.
Hey
Your
man,
deity
he was a
was
good
awesome.
man.
Yeah, no, Caden was
I like
great to
Caden.
you.
He told me I was a
If
little
Annabelle
bitch.
dies, can I come back bound to Caden?
He's like, what are you crying about? Blah, blah,
I've got
be
the
a man.
vision. I've
It's
got
like,
the idea.
I don't think he said that.
oh,
think
it was
so.
a terrible argument. You guys weren't there.
Okay, so you lay on
Does
hands and you go for the
mean
attack.
doing
Let's see it.
Right? But
Attack
that was not a point where I
is-
could easily interject.
You're no longer prone.
It's
Oh, yeah,
basically what I
Annabelle.
could.
Thank goodness.
it's basically
Slash
When
what
it
I
goes
off
out,
guard.
I want to come back
It's like-
tied to
Yeah, you're
Caden.
not off guard
I have
anymore
thoughts and
either.
plans.
Like,
There you go,
successfully
yeah.
hit the
That is
person
a
before you did.
Back of
23.
character.
If
I have-
And if
yeah.
you beat them,
23 to hit the rock?
roll a flat check to see if you hit it all.
That was a 23, yeah. It doesn't
wait, he's off guard.
Yes.
So
Minus 2 to his AC.
What?
you would have hit. Someone would have hit. Who would hit? You would have hit. Because he's off guard. I forgot about that.
That's okay.
You
We can
don't
back
hit,
up.
but no. Let's do it. Let's do it. That was
It won't be much damage.
that was a me mistake, not a you mistake. So that was
7 points of piercing
Get it
damage.
together.
Okay, so you did how much? 22?
23 to
23
Three.
to hit.
No.
Well, That's all your actions.
Yep, I stand there menacingly as I heat my buns.
All right, from there we got another zombie. We'll roll to see out of you 4 who it attacks.
That's my focus point.
Hey.
Let's see. They're all pretty crappily wounded.
This is great.
Usually, just as this is a custom rule, and just a little peek behind the screen. Like when certain non-humanoidal, like non-sentient creatures get lower in health, I actually reduce how many actions they have.
Ooh.
Just because.
Interesting.
I that's how I think it should be. Because yeah, peak they have all, but as they decrease, they can do less and less.
Interesting.
Nice.
It's kind of all creatures, but I do mostly roleplay suggestions.
Yeah.
Questions. Oh, that's a. Wah, Witton.
Hey. Okay.
Heyo.
Dude, are you seriously not gonna describe what he did?
There's like 8 creatures on the battlefield. Somehow.
I'm invested. Each of them have a
Annabelle,
story.
I'm not
Annabelle
eating
raises
this.
in terror as the zombie approaches her. The zombie reels back its right hand, who has grabbed itself in sort of like a fist-like structure. It's missing some fingers, so it's not exactly perfect. As to why it's missing the fingers, you can only wager a guess. Either way, the bones are sticking out, which could deal a lot of damage straight to Annabelle's face. And as it reels back, Annabelle thinks about her life, the decisions she's made to lead her to this point.
Oh,
She
no,
thinks
I
about her
didn't mean to
time
use
with
a redemption
Brandon,
to you.
aka Fredrick, in the wastes, and realizes maybe this all wasn't worth it in the end. I should have stayed in Slattown with my friends and family, and none of this would have happened. When all of a
happens when
sudden,
you fall in love
in her
with a boy.
desperation, the zombie flips forward, slipping in the mud, landing on its face, and killing itself with the bones of its right mangled hand.
Ooh, another zombie
Annabelle
down.
then thinks to herself internally,
Oh,
"Oh my."
That was beautiful, honestly.
Way to go.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, my turn.
Witton, ready. Witton, very depressed and obviously emaciated.
I feel like
looks
that
like
one
he's-
was given.
You has a -5 to his will because he's literally clinically depressed right
Well,
now.
it's a good thing Will is already my highest.
He has low serotonin and he needs his medication. But in this world, there is none. There's no psychiatry.
Honestly, there's a lot of depression in Mourne. I think we should talk about
yeah.
Mourne for sure.
Mental health is a real issue here that
Yeah.
someone needs to.
Someone
tackle.
needs to. I mean,
Yeah.
in the other
Real
campaign, we tackled
DBG.
racism and sexism.
It's true. It's true.
In flying colors, might I add. We really added a lot to that conversation. And
I think mental health is.
hey,
the
that's your
next-
choice for leaving, man. That was your
Fallout
choice.
just gets like super hick up in here.
Yeah, without you.
Oh shit!
Witten is going to reach over to Fredrick's sword, just touch it and graze his hand across the sword,
Which
and look
side?
at him. It doesn't matter. It's just the sword.
Right down the center.
Yeah, right down the center. And
So that's gonna be 10 points of cold iron damage.
well,
Not
shit. And he'll say to Fredrick, "Raise this fucking creature from this planet."
Oh,
That was badass.
okay.
That was cool.
I got chills.
Fucking see.
Are you actually blinded?
Yes.
I would also like to interject here.
No,
that we
after
should-
that, he's just like you know, like Aang in that one episode who wears the armor from the
Yeah.
ship, and then Frederick's just like, I can't see. He's like he turns around. He's just kind of like Walter White, like after getting maced, you know.
Horrible allergy eyes.
Mace is not fun.
He's got mucus running down his nose.
Mace is not fun.
And how's everybody looking around? I can't.
I think
I'm about mid.
I think
Okay.
pretty rough.
We're all dying.
Fredrick, how are you health wise?
I'm good.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna
Good.
use
Great.
last action to cast guidance on Annabelle.
Thanks. What
And
does
that's-
that mean?
You get a +1 status to one attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
Every little point helps. in
Every
That's what I've
little
been told, at least.
Health
Every little point
points is hey. You were only
Attack,
1 point
save,
away, unless I didn't have
perception, or
damage over
Basically
time
any
on you with fire.
Witten on the ones and twos. Plus ones.
Hey, Witten's on
That's
fire.
only-
Witten's pissed. Maybe that's a secret.
I'm actually not on fire. That's them.
Literally everyone but Witten and me.
Yeah, it's for
Okay.
the next roll, and that's all 3 of my actions.
Do you watch anime?
Yeah,
Have you watched Solo Leveling?
I have not.
I need to watch
I
them.
know what you're talking about though.
I'm in that mood where everyone keeps asking me to watch, and I'm like, Then no.
I've got that. For me,
I
that
guess
was
that's
one
so
that I got
bad.
recommended, and I was like, okay, I'll put it on the back burner. And then I was like, I have nothing going on. I'm in between work. I'll watch one episode. Yeah.
That's
It's-
me with Kaiju number
You're
8
in
too.
solo leveling.
Okay, so done?
Yeah,
Guiding
that's-
lights?
that's all.
Okay,
Guidance
zombie.
and,
Let's see who
runic
zombie
weapon.
hits. This is the one that's down below. I don't think
door.
he's going to go up the stairs. Zombies can't go upstairs. So he's going to use his action to move back
Remember,
close to you
it's in
guys.
the
In
book.
case
and
of the zombie
Good
apocalypse.
to know. Good to know. We can
Aw,
all what?
It's attacking me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that checks out.
That's a 3. Misses.
Heh.
Now, with his
You
hand,
zombie.
he... No, okay. So the zombie misses. Fred.
You see his Wolverine claws come out this time.
I would like to make
Carter
a motion-
Valdez says, "What's up, gang?"
What's up, dude?
Again.
He was here last time.
Hi, Carter.
In Carter's name, I would like to also use the blinded condition in combat
Everyone
correctly
bow.
this round.
Oh yeah, what does it actually do?
Alhatch is right. He says, or they say, I don't know. I don't care what you are. You viewer. What are you to me other than a name on a list? Okay. says you're gonna be on fire. Not on fire yet.
Oh, that's true.
There you go, baby boy.
So yeah, what?
It's like when someone used to
How's
play
the
two
actual
characters.
blinded shit work?
You need to pass a DC 11
Exactly.
flat check and
Exactly.
then also successfully hit their AC.
So
If you are
flat check
targeting the
first.
correct square.
I'm just kidding. I care
Which
what you
to
are.
target the
Al.
correct square, you should do a perception check at -4.
Is that an action perception check?
Yes.
And then-
Unless
The DC.
he wants to just select a square because he already hit the rock before. So he could just say, I'm going to attack the same square again.
Yeah.
Usually that would pass.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Yikes.
So, Fredrick,
What would you like to
Brandon,
do?
like, I play
What?
Fortnite.
to hit something, you have to make a DC what flat check?
Do you want to hit the rock?
Yes.
Then I think since you don't think it's moved, you can target that square. DC 11 flat check. You have
Which
to
is
roll.
just fucking.
And if
Welcome
you
back, by the way, Carter. Welcome
don't
back.
pass that, then you won't.
Welcome to
bother.
Godbound.
You did, so now you get to
17.
roll to hit.
Let's go!
Okay.
Right.
Now you have permission to hit the rock.
And now you
Roll
roll
to
your
hit.
attack roll.
Yeah.
Vicious swing.
Hey,
Oh, don't
nice.
do that. Don't kill my monster,
Remember, do
man.
Yeah,
Do
take
it.
it out.
And
Don't
remember,
forget.
you also get
Do
another
a
die
murder.
from, and +1 and all the fun stuff.
And cold iron.
Yeah,
And we're
It's a-
swinging in the name of Carter.
it's a +1 to hit and
Car-
extra
this is-
damage die.
This
It's
is in Carter's name.
Guard
This
that,
is
I
in
think.
Carter's name, dude.
25.
25
To hit?
Off
and it's off
guard.
guard. Please, come on.
My 26 hit.
Yeah.
Please,
But the 25 might not.
I'm right.
So with
Is that with the +1 as well?
Can you tell
No,
I'm sitting in the
26.
car
Okay.
all the time?
Oh yeah.
So there we go.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah, because runic weapon gives it's a +1 striking weapon.
Even I wanted it that to hit. I was like, is there any way that we
I
can get
just
that
pause long enough to
+1?
think of another rule.
I think
Which
of a
is
rule
exactly what happened.
to allow this to happen.
Morgan, remember how his spell works.
In the name of Carter, huh? Yeah, what about it, man? You got to complain about us evoking your name.
So
You're the one that voluntarily came to this channel, bro. You know.
What-
Why am I so,
is it D12?
why am I so aggressive today?
Well, I
I'm
need-
sorry.
Always this aggressive.
Shut the
But I
front
swear,
door,
we
okay?
say it in the best way, like in the name of Carter, like you're
If
now
it
our
fails,
Christ.
my name will be cursed. That's the plan.
hey, Chad.
Welcome to Grimm's Dungeon! We're all right here with you!
We have shirts.
Yeah, we do. Oh gosh, I just realized. Oh,
Mine disappeared completely.
I just need clarification
Yeah.
from you,
Yes.
Grim, and with your help.
yeah.
So my blade
Yeah.
does a D12 and a D6. Does his spell only increase by 1 D12 or
Just-
1 D12 and 1
say
I
what
think,
it
I think
says.
it's just one. It's increasing the number of weapon damage dice to 2. So
Weapon
increase-
damage, not the effect damage.
not
Yeah,
the
put
effect.
that extra D12 on there,
So
man.
that's a total
It's
of
increasing the number of weapon
28
damage
points
dice
of
to 2.
slashing and cold damage.
So combined,
Yes.
You do.
I didn't do
1d12
the
normal?
original math. Oops.
Yeah,
So
that's
do
so
1d12
28. You said
and then-
28. Just to double check.
Yes.
28.
Oh, is not missing no meals.
Okay.
So the vicious swing, which brought me to 2d8 and 2d6, and then his spell for the extra 1d12.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it is another poorly worded thing. What?
He just doesn't like reading.
That's true.
No, it's just it is kind of
I
poorly
don't know.
worded.
No, it's because you do everything from Path Builder, which doesn't have the base rules. You have to know the base rules and then apply these things to them.
That's why he put me next to you.
Don't use technology to make your life easier.
Because
That's exactly right.
I'm
Hey,
just
guess
saying,
what?
We gotta get this showdown. We gotta get it to happen.
Archives of Nephis doesn't like order it. It's just it's a catalog. It's not like a book.
No, I'm just saying this
Hey,
wording says
anyone-
increasing damage dice to 2.
These nerds.
So if a weapon damage
Already
dice
has
already
2.
does 2,
Then it
Actually,
wouldn't increase it anymore. We've already had this conversation before.
can I borrow your glasses for a second?
have we?
Let me just.
We 100%
It all
have to go
blurs
back.
together
whatever,
in the
whatever.
end.
Okay.
You know.
Cool. Now.
This is what
because-
Pathfinder does
Wow.
to friend groups,
because
by
of
the way.
a skill, so it doesn't matter because you're.
Yo, put your glasses back on, man.
Yeah, you're like
But-
really attractive, dude, with these off.
You're so distracting,
I
bro. I'm
disagree.
like, I'm
What
just
the
like,
hell?
I don't know.
Where's
I
the
kind of.
camera?
Oh God. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
can someone decipher this? Carter says Grim is always on 11, while everyone else is on a mild 6. Is that in rating of like anger,
think so.
insanity?
Probably.
Probably.
No,
So
hey,
okay,
you-
so we need to do more. We need to bring more energy.
You.
I think Carter has not seen
You haven't watched this enough.
Yeah, he's only
Yeah.
seen
This is
Fallout.
pretty standard for Christian. You're missing out.
He's a theater kid. Yeah. Sorry about
So,
that.
have you rolled the damage, Brandon?
yeah. Sorry.
I felt like
Yeah,
Jack
it's
Jack from
done.
The
Okay.
Incredibles.
So what do you like to do in your third?
I can't.
We're never leaving this combat.
Excuse me. Yeah, well, I know. With my last one, I couldn't
Right,
use
get
that
that.
last action point to try and remove the blind.
Oh,
inhibition,
right.
Could I?
Yeah, you like it's a burning like it. Oh, the remove the blind. You have to
Blinded.
roll a. No, it just
goes away
heals
at the
off
end.
at the end of your turn.
Okay, then let's shift that to trying to remove the persistent damage.
Yeah, that's
So
something
it's a
you can
DC,
do.
DC
Little pat-pats.
15, I think. DC 15.
It's
Hang
a
on.
DC flat something check.
I'll
15 sounds
roll it and I'll look it up.
because I know it was bad, and as a flat check, 15's pretty bad.
Don't bother looking.
Okay, so you burn alive.
It was DC 15.
Okay,
So, yeah.
moving on to the final.
I need my persistent damage.
Fire.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Because he just failed to get it up.
That's 6.
Thank you.
Yikes.
Should I? Never mind.
Okay, last zombie. Who's he attacking? He's attacking Witton.
Okay. Let's see
Blind
it.
drops off.
Another one. Wow.
Damn.
Failure. And he's very weak. So that's back to Annabelle.
So that's
Oh
12.
fuck! I'm reading things.
Persistence doesn't drop. Fire doesn't drop off until you fix it.
And the goblin's coming up
Classic Annabelle behavior.
after the rock.
Okay. I'm.
Everybody, go take a break. Take a quick 30. She'll be done in a bit. I promise.
Yeah, she's
I
been
want to
good with
put
the
the
other
fire
chains.
out. But I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna use 2 actions to do. Oh wait. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna try to put the fire out.
It is 2 actions to do that.
It is.
That's what this says.
So far, we're at 2 minutes.
Fuck you! Shut up.
I conveniently forgot that.
Where the viewer count went from like 700 to 0.
However, he did
Damn
say
it.
it was 1 action to do with
Yeah.
the help of the rain. So,
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
me
Great,
and Matthew
there
can
we
show more
go.
cleavage.
That's
I
a
don't know how
18.
to,
so
Yeah.
Boom! I'm
There you
not
go.
on fire
Got the tape.
anymore. I don't know if I take the persistent damage at the top or bottom of my turn.
A little tie, a little bow.
it's at the end.
At the end, so I
Yeah.
put it out, so I don't have to take
Yeah.
damage this time. Yay! I'm still blind, so I need to make a perception check to see someone to attack.
DC 11 flat first.
No, wait, wait.
If you had already attacked one, you could just say I'm attacking the same square.
Oh, sure. But I have to do the 11. Okay. I'm just gonna
So flat
attack
check.
him.
Just roll the die, man. Come on.
That's not an 11.
So you just whiff completely.
And maps would apply.
It is.
All right, rock time.
No, I have another one. I'm just
She's
gonna
still got one more.
I'm gonna try again.
Who are you attacking?
The rock.
The guy
Okay.
right in front of me.
Oh, no, the zombie.
There's so many
The
zombies
zombie
still.
right in front of
Yeah.
me.
There's only 3.
You guys are making the
4.
classic blunder, the World of Warcraft blunder,
No.
where you go for the boss instead of the ads.
God damn it.
All
Thank you.
right, and now we're on to Rockman.
Those would've-
Rockman. That bird up does something.
It would have been the.
Uh-huh.
All right.
But I don't think I'm blinded anymore.
He's hit.
Well,
No, you're not
that was a
like
miss, even with, well, he's got a pretty high.
Am
Who's
I
he
off guard
attacking?
still?
That's the
I
first
think I'm
question.
not off guard.
He's going to attack Fred, because Fred has been deleting his health, and he's Miss Fowler is pissed. Okay, so Miss Fowler's gonna go.
Just a human.
I'm just a
Of redemption.
How many times?
See your darkest.
reaction.
Every fucking round, baby. Every fucking round.
So first, let me decide who he's attacking. And it
either way,
seems to
yes.
be. Oh, it's Fred. It was a 4, so it's Fred. So he rolls, and you say, "No." Glimpse of redemption.
Well, either
It's going to either repent or it can refuse to repent. And by doing so, you'll take 7 less damage. You're fucked. Mr. Vrock. Not you, sir. You're great. But Vrock.
That's
is
debatable.
fucked.
I'm gonna roll.
He's
1
a
through
fable
10.
too.
1 through 10. He's like, Mr. No. And 11 through 20, he's like, "Rah."
Got it. Clear.
that was
that
so
was a-
clear.
That was a 2. So
So he
he's
doesn't attack.
yeah, he doesn't. He
Sweet.
repents.
Then he's not in feeble
He
too.
gets on his knees and goes,
That's alright. That's alright. Sometimes you gotta let it out.
It's all because Morgan put those glasses back on.
I know.
I
You
know.
can just take them off again.
Hold on, I can.
Oh jeez.
There you go.
Okay.
Amplify it a
All
little,
right.
amplify
No, I'm
it.
afraid I'll actually hit your eye. Is there also another classic WoW blunder of not staying out of that fight? Man, you guys are just like.
You barely said
And they're
anything
5
worse.
people. They're a standard dungeon group. Wow. Anyone want to play Classic WoW 20th anniversary? Looking for friends to play? Everyone told me no because they don't understand what a good game is.
I tried to play
Never
online
played that
Pokemon
game.
with you that one time.
love it.
And you got frustrated. Because I
You play
couldn't
ESO,
figure
don't
out-
you? What game do you play?
Common
You play
theme.
like some game with people, like Destiny.
Chandler's like, no, it's an awesome TTRPG.
Shooters.
Like,
Does the
What
rock
is
have any more
Pokemon
action?
RPGs.
The Vrock does. He's going to go for another attack.
Against somebody else. Or...
Yeah.
Wait,
can't go
can he
again.
though? Doesn't his turn
Uh,
just over and he like decides
I
to
think it's
repent?
just
I think it's
action.
just for the one.
Okay. It's
And
going
enemy damages your ally. Blah,
minus
blah.
5. That is a 24 to you.
Oh no.
24 does not hit you.
Thank you, sir.
And last attack, yeah, it's a fail. So he just chokes hard. Chokes
Nice.
hard. Okay. Next up is Gabo.
Thought he was gonna hit him.
Alrighty, I
Let's do it, bud.
would-
You can do it.
Hunted shot. Gold is the first roll, red is the second roll. God damn it.
Ah. No, Godbound.
That's so good, bro. Take your glasses off.
Hey,
Oh boy.
sweaty.
Really bad.
We're so professional.
No longer.
What?
I'm gonna leave this.
Sir?
here.
That is
Just in case
Is
it
that
comes
2 misses. So I am then going to.
I like that we haven't picked up any of the creatures already.
Everyone's just going for the rock.
Cover and the
Oh no, I
hide
meant like the
action.
actual minis.
No, it makes it.
No, they're dead. They're there.
Torin is not the
No,
one
I'm
that
taking
went
cover
over.
and also the hide action, so you can do a secret stealth roll for me if you would like. If anybody tries to target me, it is a
Okay.
stealth is plus 13, except against the rock it's a plus 15
Nice.
Is your hunted?
because it's my hunted prey.
Nice.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
That's against their class DC? Or their perception?
It'll be against like their perception check to try to find me.
Got it.
Is it the zombie? Or is
That's
there
a
a zombie?
plus.
Aha.
Yeah, I was about to say there's the plus. Is it one of the dead ones?
No.
Okay.
This is all up to date. Y'all just haven't been attacking it.
I only see.
On
I'm
you.
trying.
I still only see
Fail.
3 up there.
1, 2,
3,
4.
4.
I only see 3 on the field.
There's 3 around us, and
There's
then
one that's
by
inside
the-
trying to
Oh.
like.
Yeah.
So there's one
In
away
the
from you
doorstep.
guys. That's moved. It's technically moved
Oh,
back
I
into the fray, but I just haven't.
I
stood
only
up.
saw the 2 that were around
That's
us.
okay.
That's my bad.
That's okay.
No, there's up there.
I see it
3
now. I see it now.
He put his glasses back on.
Okay, we now are on Torin.
Torin is gonna look at the zombie that just tried to attack,
Okay,
Fredrick.
plus. Go for it.
and he's gonna try to take an attack.
Okay.
Come on, buddy.
Big axe.
That is a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Sweet.
I thought that was a 1. With, like,
Put your
metal
glasses
ring.
back on.
Oh.
Got it.
Adjust.
Take them off and put them back on again.
14 points of slashing damage.
That's exactly how much you had
Oh.
left.
Nice.
And
And
then,
it was slashing damage too. So
also, I'm still on fire. I never put myself out, so I
You
need
take the
2
damage.
rounds.
5.
you
Two
take it at the end
actions
of your
to-
turn though.
Well, from the last round, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
5.
And then 4.
and
You have to.
then
Well,
4.
he gets to make a save after that first one.
I haven't put it out.
I know, but that you make a save.
No, that's the blind. Like to not get blinded
Oh.
was the saving one. This is just
Fire.
you have to like do a
activate
put out
Might
check,
be.
right?
With the
And with an
Yeah.
action, which he's
Right, no, it
he's
says
not doing.
after you take persistent damage, roll a DC 15 flat check.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Sweet. I'll roll.
After you, so you don't have the burning cost
Nat
to do it.
20!
Nice.
See,
I guess
that's
that's-
why we clarify.
so 5.
I guess that's why
There's too many rules in this game. I gave up knowing everything in this game. Like
Yeah, because one is
Session 5.
the DC
I was like,
flat
it's
check,
over.
and the other is reducing the DC, or depending on what he does, he can make it be like, all right, the DC is lowered, or just say it's automatically out.
cool.
No one attacks my friends! And he takes an attack on that one zombie.
Okay.
And he thinks back all the way to Kyle. Thinks all of the different things that we put together and what friendship really means as he sees the light go out of the zombie's eyes as he decapitates its head and it rolls on the ground. What? That's awkward. And then he raises his shield and strides over to another zombie and takes another attack using his defensive maneuver.
How many actions?
still
Yeah, how many
-5,
actions
bro.
was
Whoa.
that? One
I've
attack,
taken one attack.
And
I
one
haven't
move.
done shit.
raise shield.
No.
You just
Listen, Linda. Listen. I have an ability called Defensive Advance. It takes 2 actions, my good sir. I can raise my shield, snap it in place, stride, and if I'm in range of someone, I will attack them.
We're cooked, y'all.
see. You didn't explain that.
Bro, you're
If you
getting.
would have just waited, everybody else takes at least 10 minutes. I'm over here like, I'm doing this. You're like, you can't do that. You take a long time too. No one interrupts you.
That's actually why his turn
everyone
takes long, is
respects you.
because everyone interrupts. his turn.
17 plus 14.
Confused on the action
zombie.
economy. It's
31.
very simple. You have 3 points, 3 action points.
Yes.
Everything takes an action point, 2 action points, or 3. And the more action points it takes, the implication is it's a bigger move. So like punching is 1 action point, attacking is an action point, hiding action point,
So-
moving action point.
I don't know if anybody. can
So
grab me
it's not like
from
major
the
minor. It's just like
side.
everything is an action and everything costs a certain point amount.
I just want to move like a
And
little bit.
the table
behind
has a little
one
symbol
the
of how many
zombies.
action points it takes. It's very simple.
It was a
But the
30
problem is all the interactions between abilities.
God,
That's
it's
when the
all
game
coming
makes you want to throw
crumbling
yourself
down.
off a cliff. Which is why we keep arguing, because everything has its own special
Yeah, like right there's fine.
eschewment.
That's perfect.
Hopefully that made a little sense.
All right, and the damage
Did I fuck it up?
saved.
No, you're
It's fine.
It was a 31 to hit, which I'm assuming does.
Yes, that hits. It's a crit.
Oh, it's a crit. Fuck yeah.
Against
yeah,
the
19
rock
hit,
or against
No, no, zombie.
Zombie.
okay.
Yeah. Plus show. Do you just want to kill it?
Do you?
Just want to kill it? Just want to say it's done?
2
What
in
did you
1
do? What
round.
Yeah.
I
Moving
moved
Torin.
Torin.
Oh. I gave up. All right.
Times 2, so then that is going to be 6 plus 3, 9 plus
just gonna take
6,
this
which
off.
is 15, and then
Yep,
15
yeah,
da-
it-
30 damage.
Yep.
Hey, nice.
So you slam into it and it
Nice.
explodes. Like the parts and viscera fly everywhere.
I told you I'm going fucking Super Saiyan.
2 more zombies left.
The buns.
Witten.
Those butt cheeks are vibrating.
I want to see some mad damage, cleric. You could have been a war cleric. Those things,
Oh, I
those
haven't
are actually
raised my
powerful.
shield.
Yeah, I know.
Like extremely powerful.
I chose not to do that anyway.
That's okay.
Yes,
It wouldn't have
it's
made
a
any.
specific.
It would have made actually no sense for your character.
Quick note
No,
to the
it would not.
I've
viewers.
been attacking it and missing.
Quick note to the viewers. We are only
Oh,
level
wait,
5,
what?
and yet our ACs are absolutely
Oh.
No, they're
crazy.
not.
Mine's 27
Yeah,
right now.
that
That
with
is
my ratio.
that's
Because the
pretty
only other one
standard
is
for Pathfinder.
behind all
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
them.
Like compared to 5e.
Yeah,
like, that's absolutely
you get
nuts. To be
30s like
level
max
5?
in Fat 5e, 50 is max in Pathfinder.
Golly, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Am I
Well, 50's like
within 10
I
feet of
mentioned,
either
50's a
of those?
god, like
Yeah.
literally. So
Yeah.
the remember that short that people were like, actually, but I was right. Anyway,
You were.
the
Weirdly enough.
the god was like when you're trying to discern their motive was a 50 DC, but you didn't critically fail, you just failed because of the critical success you got,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the spread, it works, it's nice, but it
I
just
forgot
makes things a little
that
harder.
People were mad for me.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's
sweet.
the one time I was actually right.
They're like, but he got a nat 20. And we're
You
like,
should have just been able to discern a god's will. Okay,
it's like
sure.
It's a little different.
Even in D&D, I would not have allowed you to successfully determine a god's will unless you had a way to do it in the narrative. Like there was something an object or something you'd
I don't know,
done.
I'm a people pleaser, man. It's like a nat 20 and 5e. I'm like, what the fuck you want to do?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I am going
Climb my head, don't
to
DM.
It's almost like expectations.
use 2 actions and cast Forbidding
I'm
Ward.
assuming that's an insult, Owl, and I'll accept that insult. You're probably right. Okay.
I'm going to use 2 actions and cast Forbidding Ward on Annabelle against the Vrock. So
Okay.
specifically against the Vrock, you have a
Cool.
+1 status bonus to your armor class and saving throws.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
That's 2 actions, and final action I'll cast Shield on myself.
Go
Cool.
Todd.
Okay, zombie. Who's he
Right.
attacking?
Eat
Witton.
tide.
Cool.
Pod.
Sorry, I roll a
That's all
d4.
right. I cast Shield on
Since
myself.
he's
It's fine.
upstairs.
Yeah, it's fine.
That does hit. Let's see what we got.
Raise Shield.
Okay, that's 14 bludgeoning minus the shield.
So -10. So 4.
Persistent fire damage is 5, unfortunately. And make a DC a reflex check, please. Or fortitude. Sorry, fortitude.
Damn. Well, it's
not
one
bad.
better. It's 1 better. It's a 20,
those are
25.
cool.
That does. You do succeed it, so you're not blinded.
Okay, so I took 5 because it was no
5 fire, and then what did I say? I did the math pretty fast.
14 points. 14 points of bludgeoning that I reduced to 4,
Yes.
I think.
Okay.
So I
And then
take
the fire.
total of 9.
Yeah.
And I don't take the persistent, or do?
No,
Oh,
you are, it is persistent. The blind
Right,
you don't have.
right.
Okay, cool. Fred, Freddy,
I'm
Come here, boy.
Speaking.
come here, boy.
He's more of a
flank.
Oh, he's a cat. I don't know. He's,
Oh, wait,
he's a
I
dog.
also get
I don't
to-
know what you
I
mean.
get to make a save after the
You're a
persistent
cat.
damage.
I'm a cat.
Can I?
God,
May
I forgot you
I?
can customize him. You should roll it on the thing so people can see it.
If I do like a
0.
20,
No.
it's like a rainbow.
I'm mixing it up with the other
If
characters.
it's a 1.
You got it. Come on.
I'm just. Torin, are you definitively on one side of the rock?
I am now, baby.
Witton is also there too, so
Okay. I
You can get
will
flanking from 2 people.
Position myself to be on the other side of Torin.
Okay.
The rock between us, and then I will take a
Vicious strike.
vicious
Beautiful
strike.
Native American music.
Okay.
5 foot
That would
step.
that would reduce his AC by what?
This is off guard, so -2.
Okay.
It just
And plus, he's still prone? Or is he, like, not prone anymore?
No, he's not prone anymore. He
Alright,
stood up.
He's just
33.
face down, ass up. It's fine.
With the not
Off
quite a
guard?
crit, but it is a hit. Of
34.
course. Not it's not quite. I mean, I basically did say what his AC was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
26.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, that was within off guard.
28.
Yeah. Hey,
You said it.
well, I said with the off guard, it's 26.
Do you need the glasses?
Actually, I
This is
think
the new one. It's just you want the glasses instead of the mic.
Actually, I don't need glasses. I use contacts.
I just keep
That
tapping
is-
dice over here. And I'm
Yeah.
just like watching the number go up. I'm just like, oh.
So it's rock.
That
Yeah.
is 30 points of slashing and cold.
Yeah, buddy.
That's my boy. Is that with
This
the
is why
added
Annabelle
D12
doesn't
from
have to
runic
be
weapon?
optimized.
Fuck yeah.
So
She just got Fredrick.
that is
Because for the damage right now, I'm doing 3d12, 2d6.
yeah, that's tough.
Hell yeah.
So you take another massive swing, and it is now cleaving into the chest cavity of the Vrock, and you can see this even in its bird-like features, terror, utter terror, as the flesh is rended away by the cold iron strike.
Yeah.
He is not looking good. He is very damaged at this
Also,
point.
viewers, just remember, in Pathfinder, we are only level 5.
You get
So for
more,
those
you
5e
feel
people-
better faster. But the thing is, things scale so crazy that like when I put like, remember the first thing I showed you, the dude that was just like,
Yep.
how about you sit back?
Yeah.
If I put that, I forgot that creature's. No,
No, the
that's
bone-
that's a
the
art,
bone
that's like a
something?
that's
Oh,
a demon lord.
You mean wait?
The fat guy in the street, the big old dude.
Oh, yeah. When we- after we had finished everything.
Yep, look in your notes.
Oh wait.
I don't remember. I'm just
That's it.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
a giant red dude.
Yes. Yep. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Remember you dropped the house on him.
Vavakia?
Yes.
That's what it
I
was.
was like, how do you forget
Yeah.
that?
Remember?
Well, you could have just said the house, and
The old
everybody would have
shoulder.
remembered. The shoulder.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk Red.
Thanks.
I've been wanting to try that out. Yeah, so I saw someone's running some Cyberpunk games. You might be
So-
seeing that on the channel. I love
It's like-
Cyberpunk.
The rest of
What
my life.
the-
The
fun.
TTRPG. Yeah, the game's good as well. I like the game. Or now, it wasn't good when it came out.
We should try
Yeah.
a Pokemon TTRPG.
Okay, so that was a crazy hit.
Yep.
Last zombie.
Run the fuck out.
Was that your whole turn?
Yeah.
Oh.
Who's he hitting?
Vicious counts as 2.
Hitting Witton, and he misses
Okay.
on Witton. I know that's gonna miss.
No, I had a friend
Okay.
that watches our channel, and he's
Anna.
like, y'all should try the Pokemon
Last round. You guys got
TTRPG.
this. Last round.
I was like,
Power roll?
Okay, I'm not blind anymore.
Nope.
And
You
I'm
killed
not.
them.
Not
burning.
Not taking any fire damage. Oh.
Yeah.
Grim,
Yes.
may I have my persistent damage, please?
Persistent damage.
And then you
is
get to roll a save after you take it.
4.
because you never put it out either, huh?
It's.
Tanks.
You do have an additional.
And I'm not gonna
Oh, did you stride to move?
5 foot step.
So.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
fucking
gonna
sweaty.
move
Roll a 15.
to flank with Witton,
Okay.
with
3.
the zombie that's behind him,
Okay.
to make the zombie off guard.
Nice.
1.
Okay.
I'm gonna try Divine Disharmony. Oh, wait.
Hey, bub.
Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Because that would also just make him off guard. I don't mean to do that.
Yep.
Double off guard.
I am.
It's stacks.
I'm gonna swing.
Yep.
Gonna,
Swing.
Hiya! Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a 22. 22. Yes.
22. Yes.
Yes. 22.
problems,
Yes.
but a-
Success, not a crit.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm still getting my exploit vulnerability because it's this type of creature.
Mhm.
So, 5. Yeah, 11 plus the positive weakness, and I'm slashing with my crescent cross, so it's also triggering the slashing weakness.
So total.
11 plus
Plus
those 2
the two.
weaknesses.
So total. Come on,
I
Matt.
don't know.
You got
You
this.
didn't tell
You
me
didn't
those.
tell the weaknesses. Oh, okay.
Oh, sure. So 21.
That's exactly the amount, by the way.
Yay! I did
Oh,
it.
so, oh, dang it! How do you want to do this? Drat.
Kill the zombie.
Yeah, I just killed him.
I kill him, dude.
I kill him, dude.
All right. With
Thank
that,
God.
you
It
did
almost
something.
seemed like it was a nervous reaction
She
more
did
than an attack.
something.
Okay, we're almost down.
Wait, I have another action. Can I
It's okay. We still.
take maps
What, a
and
few hours,
swipe
right?
at the guy behind me?
Sure. So that's the other zombie?
Yeah, the other zombie.
The last zombie.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice, cool name
Okay,
for a book.
maps is -5.
Yes. Maps is multiple
What's the-
attack
oh, it's
penalty.
Agile that changes it. So this is not agile. So
There's people in here that have no idea what we're saying. Okay.
19 to hit with maps.
It hits.
Hey, there we go. Let's see it.
Okay.
Not quite max,
So that's 10, 20 damage with the everything.
Weaknesses and stuff.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
2 kills.
Oh!
I'm done with this shit. And
Look at
she
that.
runs
Look
in.
at this
Get it
nice,
first try.
nice board.
I can get
Like-
it, but
Look
not
at
first try. Like,
Bunch of scrolled out tables.
Fully
I know.
cutting them in half
See you later.
at the waist.
See you later.
With
All right.
this like radiant
I like to do that with little kids.
dagger at the top of her crescent cross.
Okay.
Top edge. I don't know. I'm going home.
Proud of
All
you.
the zombies have died and perished, and what remains is now the Vrock. The Vrock
Is cooking.
Is next.
Correct.
is going to try to escape.
Oh, fuck you.
Sure.
Fuck it.
Like,
Sure.
I stop him.
I
Kill
draw
it.
my bow back a little bit more.
So, I think that with that, he's just turning around, and he is so damaged, he only gets the one action, so he only gets to move about 20 feet away. So he's about at the hedge bush line now.
Well,
We all
he
had
gets an opportunity.
I know he does, but I'm saying that's the only thing he can do. So he's,
Going
he's
back to our past, we had a
Alright.
terrible
I'm gonna
connection.
pre-roll my attack if he survives this one.
One time, Grim said, "This guy leaves," and he left. And we didn't do anything because we didn't know that we could.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
It
Very
was
true.
so
Brutal.
upset.
We're just like, what the
But now he tells us, "Hey guys, it's leaving," and we're like, "We want to do something."
We're killing it.
I just role play what, like, okay, he's about to die. He's a demon. He's gonna. There's a high probability he's gonna run away. So I look at his will and I roll and I see if he gets a high enough DC for his level. That's like what I do.
Yeah. You remember the one I'm talking about, though? That was.
Well, that was like that was different. That was
We were
like
all just sitting there stunned, like.
We were like, what's going on?
he's just walking away. It's as if he knew you weren't going to be able to attack him
What'd you
in
get?
time.
24.
Problems, but I won.
With the
Hero
plus
point?
one,
Yeah.
he
I
already
already
used his hero
used
point.
it
You're right.
to re-roll the
The save.
19 I just had.
Uh,
So I rolled a 19 and a 23.
Yeah.
The dice tell a story, and the story
Dice tell a
says
story.
It's okay,
someone
it's
else
okay,
is
it's
going to
okay.
kill this thing.
We've got lots going on.
So you, in your shock to see somebody flee from your presence and not stand honorably, you unfortunately missed the mark. Okay, is that everybody with the attack of opportunity?
I mean, I
I
don't
mean,
have
there's
one,
it
but
was
I will
only him
yeah.
in range.
take a shot after it moved.
'Kay.
So I took a 100 shot. I got a 32
Okay.
and then a 25. So only one hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how much health it has.
It's weak. He did specify.
Mm-hmm.
I have a +1 to this.
Come on.
5 points of damage.
Yes.
Wait, what?
God, he did it.
Very nice.
He did it.
Goblin.
You did it?
Up top.
So it seems like
Yeah!
Chen gave the.
Yeah!
Thank
All right.
God.
Brock is a creature level 9, and you guys faced it.
Mm-hmm.
That was harder. Now, see, I told. It's a little taste. This
little taste, little sample.
this place is not to be trifled with. Is the takeaway here?
Yeah, because these were just babies.
They were powerful zombies for sure. They're not.
Yeah.
They're glass cannon
Glass
zombies
cannons.
for sure.
I kind of wanted to
Yeah,
keep
they
one,
were doing
but
big hits,
it's
but
fun.
Yeah, I mean, knocked you down. I think the first in a long time somebody
In a
went
while.
under.
With persistent damage, no less.
Torin is going to immediately run over
to the other.
the mounds that are
coming with,
fresh.
yeah.
And he's going to start digging
Yeah.
and hopefully find our people.
So you rush over to the unplanted mounds and you begin to dig with both your hands, like, because you're terrified. What if they die?
Honestly, now that I have these metal hands, I'm
just
like
got
a
a shovel.
shovel. And he just like look.
just don't dig into a person.
Witton is also going.
It's
Yeah.
just like blood covering his.
I think majority of
Well,
us
that's not
are.
normal.
I don't know about Fredrick.
Dig, 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 dig. And you see that guy that refused to give his tarp
Yeah.
there, and he's like, my family.
Oh, it's you.
We'll get them out.
No, I see him and I'm like, oh, it's you. And I start putting a little bit of dirt like that on
Torin!
his- I'm just joking. He's terrible. He's
Well,
not a good guy.
I know, but he's one of ours.
Fine.
No,
I'm just-
our
that
base.
sucks.
Walking.
One
How
of us.
dare you? I'm pulling that guy out. Digs, keep going, keep digging.
Witton is a next.
He's
so-
covered in this viscous material. It's like petroleum jelly, but it has this sort of horrendous smell. It reminds you of the smell you smell while slaying the zombies, the sort of proliferation of the
I
spores.
can't really smell.
Is it still raining?
Yeah, I would say so. It's like drizzling, yeah.
I don't even get to eat. All this fresh food. Do you think that was from people?
Yes, I do.
Oh my god! That's terrible!
Yeah.
Oh, we were gonna eat that!
Do we find the others?
So you go in
Yeah.
through, and the people that were absconded
Mm-hmm.
with are all found in various states of sort of barely alive. Dirt's being coming out of their nose, and it seems like some magical element, just by nature being near it, has permeated their bodies and maybe preserved it while implanted underground.
Witton is going to just tend to any wounds he can see very quietly.
Sure.
To everyone.
So make a medicine check for me real quick, and I will do it as a group for all of them.
Cool. And he has the ward medic
Okay.
feat, so.
Nice.
Hell
Nice,
yeah.
nice.
Medicine is a
Yeah.
28.
Okay. I would have also accepted Arcana or Occult.
Medicine's my highest, so.
Okay, so you analyze their status and see that they are definitely permeated with some type of magic, but it's a magic unlike anything that you've necessarily experienced. It seems, personally, But the more you look at it, the more it does sort of draw some rough connections, some inspirational moments happening in your mind where you're connecting dots that maybe you wouldn't have connected if you hadn't have been so observationally keen. There's some sort of essence manipulation at work here. Essence manipulation is constant in this world, right? The demonic energies intermingling with mortal, the material plane's energies mingling with other types of energies, and it seems like this is what's happening there. Some sort of infringement on the mortal essence of the individuals being implanted here. To what end and purpose, it's hard to say.
I think
So
we all
it's-
know.
Strawberries.
So it's
Well,
not.
why? I mean, they just eat humans raw.
So it's not
So-
in.
Yeah, it is a
like
weird-
not in parallel
weird
with
thing to
what
plant
he
them.
knows
Make 'em into
about
food.
from his past, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is or isn't. Sorry.
Sorry, I was paying attention to them.
Thanks for answering without
Way to go.
listening.
It happens a lot. Go
That's what I
ahead.
did earlier.
So is it like in kind of parallel with what he knows from his
Past experiences. I would say it's not 1-to-1, but I mean that's what I'm saying. There's some connections there where it's familiar,
Similar,
It's
like,
similar.
okay.
But I would say you cannot divine a reason why. It's just very strange how this is all transpiring. And the question, of course, that comes to your mind, like from the deepest recesses of your intellectual thought processes, is just why? What's the point?
Oh, it's weird. Those people were also, like, the monsters were acting like people. Remember when we went inside the house? They were all dressed up and pretending like we wouldn't notice that they're, demons. Does anybody else not think that's strange? And then you bring up a good point. Like, what do they need food for? Like, that's real food. I mean, I haven't seen food in this kind of condition since Kyle. At least. Honestly, probably before that. Maybe childhood.
Harvesting for the harvest. Like harvesting to feed their harvest, which is people.
Is there anyone normal, not the tart guy that we pull up?
His family.
his family.
Fuck that guy.
So 2 kids, wife.
It's the duck family.
I'm gonna
It's
try
the
to
duck
talk to
family.
his wife.
It's the what family?
The duck,
duck
family.
family.
Duck family.
Remember?
What? Yeah, I mean, I remember now, and I was just confused. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't
Hey,
remember why they're called that.
I know that you just went through. Yep.
Maybe it's just-
Let it out. Always better out than in. I did notice you guys are covered. How did that happen so quickly? Do you remember what happened?
So as is happening, you understand getting rid of this jelly substance as soon as possible is the
Yeah.
prime.
I
So
figured that was
you're-
what the medicine check kind of was.
Yeah, you're cleaning them off. Just I forgot to describe that.
We saved the tarp guy for last.
Yeah.
Oh, poor
Kids
guy.
first.
Yeah.
Kids first.
So he's kind of shivering, and
I can clean myself. I got a tarp.
he clears his
Not anymore.
chest, and again, it's still in the middle of the night. It's like just now breaking dawn.
Right. Really?
Are you gonna start sparkling?
Really? You just felt
All
weird
right,
saying
well,
it.
all right, let's
Say
just go
it,
around the
Bella.
circle. Vampires or werewolves?
Jesus.
Bella, say
That's
it.
the street. It depends on the
What am
vampire.
I?
Depends on the werewolf.
Vampire.
I'm the world's most dangerous creature.
So vampire.
Werewolves or vampires?
Oh, like, what do I like personally? Oh, it's hard, man. There's all kinds of different lycanthropy.
And you say my turn takes
Twilight.
Oh,
I had my answer
Twilight?
right the fuck away.
I'd be a werewolf for sure.
I can't read. I'm gonna go with werewolves just because the vampires are really fucking weird.
Yeah.
The werewolves are
They
also
are.
weird, but
Yeah.
So I say
And
the-
werewolves and Twilight.
werewolves.
Yeah,
are-
in Twilight.
Yeah.
Like now,
You're the
Vampire
odd
the
one out,
Masquerade
buddy.
Bloodlines,
Oh, well.
vampires.
The werewolves
all
are
day.
fucking
Vampire
In
Diaries,
Vampire the
CTI.
Masquerade,
Oh, I
the
know.
vampires are the werewolves.
weird imprinting.
No, if it was Vampire
Well,
Diaries,
not-
vampire
no.
for
I
sure.
hate it.
Right.
There's
100%.
the gangrels, but there's also
we could just be in
traditional
high school.
werewolves.
I've not read them,
which
or
are
seen
like
the
super
movies.
rare.
Oh, I've read
All
all
I
the
did
books and
was
watched all the movies, bud.
Walked in on the movie when the adult male werewolf had imprinted on a baby that had been
Oh.
inside someone for a
Fucking
while, and I
weird.
was like, I can't fucking do this.
Back
I
to the
walked back out.
roleplay.
Yeah.
I walked
Talking
back
to the
out.
wife.
So
Shit.
he coughs up dirt and he goes,
He or she?
"Who'd you ask?"
The wife.
The wife.
Bring it back.
You're gonna make me do the why? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we don't like the guy.
I was literally doing my female anime girl voices in
Okay.
the car to teach people, hey, this is what you need to do for main character, tough guy, this is what you need to do nerdy main character, this is different types of females. I'm talking to myself, I thought about recording it, I didn't.
So
I would've
she
listened.
Thank
she
you.
coughs as the husband is reeling from and checking on his kids. So is she. She responds, the bags they put us in, the bags, they were covered in it. It was filled with it. It smelled horrible.
Oh, okay. Where are the bags? Do you remember where they put you in the bags? Is it in the house?
Well, they were buried in the bag. Like, it's like almost like potting, like a potting thing. So, like, they've like since crawled out.
Well, let her explain that.
Well, I'm describing it because you would have seen it physically, like observationally in the space, but no one rolled a perception check, so I guess this is the best of time as any.
Okay, but then out of character, there's not like bags like that
they're just in the
put
ground.
in the storage shed, and then
they're
they
like
take
those kind of
out.
tweed.
Because what I'm looking for is where's this goop?
Like
That's why I'm
these
asking.
tweed bags that are like they were buried
in the
it.
ground.
Yeah, underground.
That's where
Cool.
we pulled them from.
Yeah.
Well, yes. I'm assuming it's a farm. They've got to have more bags in storage where the goop is.
So
Like, there's not just going to be
obviously
bags in the
units-
ground, and then they're like, all right.
so you
move
want
the
to
ground
try
again."
to find the.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I will help
We
him.
got there. Okay.
I will help
so
him look.
all right. So you automatically know that it's not in the main house because you've already been in there. You've been on both floors, and it's not present there. But the one place you haven't checked is this metallic-looking
That's exactly what I was looking at.
shed, just to the left of the
Mhm.
house.
And did you already roll, Matthew?
No.
Is that a circumstance bonus?
If he succeeds, at least.
You get a +1.
Sweet. So then my perception would be 23.
Okay. So you find a small lock. It's pretty rusted, and it's actually unlocked entirely. So you're able to just pull it off, and it falls to the wayside, and you open the door of the shed. And inside of the shed, you see a number of things. Number one, you do see these tweed bags. But this horrid smell hits you as you're opening the door.
I can't smell.
Horrid smell
I have
hits
no
you as you're
esophagus.
opening the door.
It just smells like the waste.
Horrid smell.
Wafts out.
Claire just like, I don't know, everybody else is like, oh!
Improv.
Yeah, everyone's no but.
No.
It's no actually.
Yeah. As opposed to the actually.
Exactly.
What's the difference? So as you open it, there is a pretty noxious smell, akin to what you have experienced with the gelatin that's over there. Inside, you find a kind of crudely set up sconce. It's very dark at the moment. But you do see, just from the light of outside, with dawn rising, to the left, there is those kind of tweed bags. But you hear, like, some mechanism in there as well.
I'll take out my flint and I'm gonna light that sconce.
Okay. Blazes with light, and in the space you see something quite miraculous. A root cellar right below you.
Whoa.
And to the right, gnomish machinery. It looks similar to the type you found deep in Del Ruth many moons ago. Many moons ago.
We've used these before.
What it's making, it's hard to say, but it's probably just by the nature of the smell, that crap. It's like you can see alchemical tools and all sorts of strange things inside these vats. It's like a chemistry set.
Claire, let's go try to see what the fuel source is. What's making that goop?
Yeah.
So, following just the mechanics in itself, being semi-familiar with known mechanics, especially with our first previous encounter, I'm kind of just following the trail of wires and tubes and mechanics and gears just to find what is being processed into this goop coming out. I see where the goop's coming out now. Now I'm
see.
trying to figure out what's making...
Give me a occult, arcana, or crafting. I'll give you any of those.
crafting all day.
I will help.
Okay.
I don't help.
So that's 28.
I'm a crafty little boy.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah, don't forget that if you guys ever need anything.
This hose connects into the knee bone.
You take out a sort of horn-like thing and you place it into your metal ear and against the thing, and you start flicking it with your golden finger. Ting, 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 ting. Oh yeah. Ting, 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 ting.
Don't
ting,
disrespect me.
ting, 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 ting. I only take over your character when it's funny. Ting, ting, ting.
I heard it as soon as I walked in, and I was like,
How dare you take over my Torin? Not bad.
must
So
be how
truly, you
Matthew
walked in
feels.
right when you came back up from being down.
Which is awesome.
So
Came back normal.
Yeah, he was like, I get to play his character. No, not really.
Honestly, I was hoping it would be Matthew. All right.
Avon calling.
What?
Shut up. I know where you live. I'll find you.
Avon.
Spam call.
I was about to say,
I was like, this was. Like, I don't get the bit. Like, I was like,
I was also
like,
very confused.
are we supposed
I
to
still
know
liked it.
Avon?
Okay,
was
so you deduce that this is some sort of alchemical, like a manipulation alembic. Its design is to take something, and you kind of look through the apparatus. Its design is to take a base, a substrate, some sort of material. Specifically, you find very quickly mortal materia and mortal essence. It goes through all these things, and it seems to be influenced by this sort of metagenic crystal. It's a biological crystal that glows this effervescent sort of purple in one of these chambers. It's got a glass window, and you can see as it enters in, it spins almost like a machine, like a mixer.
It's like a crystal, you said?
Yeah, it's like a crystal. It's like, and you watch, you can physically see like it starting to like almost like nuclearly like glow at the longer it takes, and then it like comes out this other end where it like goes.
Is anyone else imagining the Tesseract from like Marvel?
You can't imagine that because you have aphantasia, unless you're a liar.
Well, I can ask you guys to imagine.
He did
How
ask
do you
if
even know
anybody
what
else
you're talking
was.
about if you can't see it in your head? How do you even?
I have memories. I have memories.
And they're very
can
real.
think words.
Memories.
Does
No, it
any
means
of
you
it
can't think at all.
does any of it connect down into the root cell, or does it seem to be all?
It just seems to be completely, yeah. But at the power level, it seems to be some sort of enchantment, some sort of inscription. It's in demonic runes. It doesn't seem to. If you just to save the breath, if you two were to go and take a look at it,
Yeah.
it wouldn't really deter. It would be more so inscriptional runes, like for magical properties, more so than they would be language based.
Hey, Witton!
Witton is over in front of the building where all of the other zombies were.
Annabelle!
Yeah?
Can you guys come in here?
Sure. What's up? What the fuck is that?
Yep.
Goop maker.
That's what we were calling it. Maybe like we should
Alright.
like put like a 3,000, you know?
Goop maker. 3,500.
I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I
It
think
bounces off the tongue.
That's
rather than
really
rolling.
genius.
Okay.
And it's-
What?
Oh, anyway, so it looks like for some reason it's very gnomish, right? You know? It looks like it's taking some kind of mortal materia, and it's being transferred through here. There's some kind of power source. It looks like a crystal. You see? Look at that. And then
What
I
is
don't
that?
know how it's
What is the
transformed.
crystal? Oh, does the crystal remind me more of the crystals we've seen at preservation sites?
Or
Sebastian's crystal?
Yeah, Sebastian's crystal.
Or not like either of those?
Preservation sites.
Okay.
See, they do break.
That
Well, it
is
looks
not
whole.
broken.
Like it looks. Facets are very beautiful.
They're just misusing
They can
it.
be cut.
What's going into
That's
the
what I said,
machine?
we could carry
What are
it.
they feeding into the machine?
So you look at the top and you kind of smell. It smells like normal vegetation, like plants, corn, like maize, like more like because corn isn't really, like ours.
Like they're
more like
feeding
maize. It's like
these things that they're growing.
Yeah, like
into-
no. There's no hint of any sort of
No
abstract.
strawberries.
No. Well, even
Wait,
the
wait.
strawberries, you made a check and it didn't. Like you actually, I don't think checked to see if there was any essence differentiation at that time.
No, we
You just-
haven't yet.
No, but
I made a
what
will resistance check.
But what she's
So-
saying is like
but you're
it's from the
checking-
garden, right?
You'd have to compare.
Okay. Is there something that I can?
Well, you have the strawberry.
You picked
Oh yeah, I
strawberries.
pocketed some.
You
Let me
did.
pull
It's
it
kinda
out and
smushed
look
now.
at that.
It looks like baby food.
It's a little bit smushed, but I was on fire and rolling in mud and getting hit, so I think it's okay that it's a little bit smushed.
Hey, I saw you kill that one guy. I thought you were flinching at first, and then I figured you were actually fighting, and that was cool.
I'm sick.
Thanks, Torin.
Well, you were blind at first, and so
Yeah,
it was
it
like.
was not fun. My eyes are still watery.
Anyway, what do you think?
I don't know. Does
Okay.
it look like this strawberry
So,
that is smushed?
give me an occult check.
Great.
Hey, that's good. For you.
What are you two giggling over there for, huh?
Don't worry about it.
worry about
Could it be esoteric lore? Probably not.
We're down.
Okay.
So you know.
Oh!
Fuck yeah.
27.
So
No, yes.
there's
Give me the wrong skill.
a serious difference here. These
Okay.
plants seem to be entirely normal inside, but the one that you're holding is some weird hybrid. What's really interesting about it is that it doesn't seem to be like rotting or degrading. It's just usually what happens when corruption infiltrates plant life. It just it basically makes it mush. This is very, very different than your standard corrupted element of mortal materia, but they're different. The what's in the machine seems to be completely normal.
And the one that's growing is like
Off.
mutated in some way?
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Okay, well, I love that I ate that.
And they got them GMOs.
Granted, we are.
Now we're covering like mass product
I'm not a
production
doctor.
Yeah.
and
I would
for
say,
agriculture
I think that we'll be
standards
fine.
in the
I
world
mean,
right now.
we're kind
That's
of
what this episode's
corrupted,
about.
you know.
Your characters are about to get into cyber psychosis, or one of your players is, and you get to control them. Well, that's all of my players. Like, for those who don't know what cyber psychosis
He made me
is.
do that.
Torin, you want to help me open this root cellar?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Let me call out to Fredrick real quick. Hey, Freddy!
No.
No, Fredrick! Freddy!
He does prefer Fredrick.
Sorry, Fredrick! I peek outside the door this time. I'm literally looking at you. Fredrick!
All you see is just like when the other would walk the battlefields, he's just taking his sword, just drug the bodies over to one pile.
Perfect! You're doing exactly what I need. Could you maybe look for anything on those dead bodies? Maybe we'll find something, because they were acting weird. Remember, like people, they might have notes or something on them. And I, like, as we make eye contact, he gives you, like, just, like, this boyish smile, like, thanks, and walks back in.
I know you said Fredrick was doing what you're doing. I know you said that.
He goes in the house.
You mean the shack?
No,
right,
the house.
Okay.
To go sit down.
All right.
What are you
Put his feet up.
I think Witton was going to essentially try and
But he
Not
has
to
gathered
do that?
all of them in one place and made sure they were dead.
Yeah. They're dead.
that's what I'm.
No, he.
Witten's trying to stop you.
I've tried 4 fucking times.
Too bad. Try 5.
Roll again.
I'm gonna say that to Jess for now on.
Again with fear.
Nah, you don't do it.
No.
That's not
Wrong
gonna do
dice.
it.
Witton has been with these bodies essentially as soon as all of the ones that were alive were dug up. He made sure they were okay, and then walked back over to where the others were that we fought. And he would have tried to actually stop you from like stabbing into each of them. Not verbally, just kind of holding a hand out, and you see he's just basically knelt in front of. He has gathered them, but he's just knelt in front of them.
He's hungry.
Not saying anything, just looking at each of them.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to say something to him. Poor Witton, he's like, I'm having a real deep moment right now. I'm like sitting here, I'm a little upset, I'm looking at the
Fredrick
cat.
will watch this for a moment. He'll pause. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say something to stop you or just wait.
Go help them. Whatever they're doing, go help them. I'll watch.
Hey,
the others.
Fredrick! Just hear from the outside.
That was the most Fredrick statement I've ever heard in my life.
It really was. It's very good.
What do you want me to do? Okay.
Don't make me go see him.
Fredrick!
Shit.
Oh shit, Mom's calling.
Right as you're about to walk into the shed, I lean my head out at the same time. Fred! Oh,
Hey. I'm glad I didn't think you heard them.
Excuse me.
Okay,
He'll
so
head down to Annabelle.
the shack. So inside the shack, what are you doing?
There's a crystal, a preservation crystal here, and we need to get it out, and
Why?
well, because hopefully we can get it reset, refreshed, cleansed something to the point where it could maybe protect this site as well, and then we can expand a little bit farther. And this is how we get to Nirvana. This is closer, I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Map-wise, which direction are we from
Well,
our
It's a
outpost?
great question. I don't.
You guys are west.
West. Okay, that's actually closer, so we were good.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys remember my original idea? That maybe we could get like a preservation crystal and bring it with us, and then we'd
I do.
Do you think? I don't know. You
I
you know
think-
more about this stuff. Do you think we could do that?
I think we first need to see if we can if we
Purpose.
can get rid of all of this crap that's repurpose this crystal.
You see, as like Torin's already got his wrenches, his whole like kit out.
Yeah. Can you take it apart?
Have you seen my shoulder?
To what end?
Have you seen
To
his
get
shoulder?
to the crystal. Because
see
we
me
need to
against the
repurpose it. And if it could be mobile,
It's like Legos for Torin.
we could
Going
try
through-
that. But ultimately, this is farther in. And if we can protect this site, we have an actual building here, not just a tarp over our heads.
But we could bring the preservation crystal with us to Nirvana
If we can. First step though is
to make sure it's okay.
Bringing it to the
reset it.
outpurpose.
All right.
We
You
could take it to
say
the
less.
the outpost too. Maybe
First-
bringing it closer to the main obelisk will affect it.
I do think we should probably look in the cellar before we dismantle this.
I
though.
think so too.
Because if they're connected,
Throw
we
it
need to know.
open.
I'm not sure how viable this would be, but would Fredrick happen to remember, after spending time at the other location, was there a place where it looks like this crystal could have been pulled from that last location we were just at? And it was brought here for this reason, from there?
This looks inherently
Is there history checks?
unique.
I think there
The
was-
crystal. It doesn't look like it's been hewn.
Yes.
It looks like
Cult or something?
it just exists.
Knowledge
Where they got it,
and
I don't think you would be able to make
subsets
the
we have to
gut check as to where exactly, but
training.
you can tell that it doesn't look like it's like a chunk or anything.
Yeah.
It's not obviously been hewn from a bigger source or
Okay.
you know.
So it'd be like
It might have been,
just
but
like-
it doesn't look like it.
Or like, yeah. Using crafting.
So inside the root cellar.
While they work on freeing the crystal and dismantling this machine thing.
Well, we're looking in the cellar first before
Oh,
we. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Just making sure we're on the same track.
I also kind of think I want to check the food, like the strawberry, with the thermometer.
Thermometer. Yeah. The thermometer.
Thermometer.
And we still have one piece, I
she's
think.
Not thermometer.
Not
Therm.
not thermometer. Thermometer. Okay.
Cute.
So the sample is
Thermometer.
still in
We
preserve.
still, I think we still have like a large.
Yes, we still have a
sample,
large sample.
Okay.
which is I
Fucking
don't
what
remember
you?
what the
Who
stat
cut?
for it.
You cut yourself.
I rolled low.
It was
Scan,
big.
baby, scan.
It was like two.
Scan,
Big,
baby.
fat part of your ass cheek. Just
No,
like
I rolled like a
Shit.
1 or 2.
nothing but fat.
Anyone have the thermometer
I
stats?
have to look
and-
it up again.
Now you're just toned.
Hang
It was
on.
just
I can
total
also
rock.
try and find it. Just.
I need to write that down.
Yep, we all do.
As the kids
Is
say,
it on?
barrel
No.
chested.
I
Okay.
think it's a D12 or a plus
It's a
It's a
big.
religion check.
Yep.
religion check. The size of the sample. Mm-hmm.
So it's a large sample, so it's 2d8 plus 12 to religion.
There it is.
We already have it though.
Yes.
Well,
And poor Claire
Wait,
and Torin are
that large
frozen
sample will
time.
grant
It's
you
2d8 of
2d8
damage.
plus.
Mm-mm.
yeah, 2d8 of damage plus 12 to the religion check, right?
Well, it's
Yes.
the
Yes.
damage has already been dealt.
Yes, so it's just the plus 12.
Yes. Okay.
Seems shaky.
So plus 12 to your religion roll.
Yeah. So I'm doing that. 11, 23, and then 33.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d8 for me. And what are you?
Would've had a
Trained
D8.
expert or master?
I think
You're
you're
expert,
expert.
right?
In religion, I'm an expert.
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
Nope.
So we're good. It does not. It is not destroyed. Oh wait.
Oh wait.
No. Sorry. It is. It is destroyed.
That's okay.
Yeah. Damn. It also technically would have been.
No,
plus
you got a
four.
you got a success, not a critical success, but you got a success.
So just in case.
So what are you
Pathfinder
scanning right
wasn't
now? The
already
strawberry or
kinda
the
tricky.
crystal?
Strawberry.
We added.
So
homebrew
that's a critical
mechanics.
success then for
Right.
now.
So it technically
Okay.
would have still been destroyed.
No.
And that's what the.
That's what this is.
So the
currently.
roll.
You said it was a
this critical
success.
It was a critical. Well, I thought she was scanning something else.
Oh.
So as confusing as everything in the book can be, we
I'm,
decided to
I'm
make
pushing
homebrew.
past this. I'm pushing past this right now. Okay.
So I retain the sample and.
Yeah,
What
so-
do I learn about the strawberry?
The strawberry seems to be as far as like
It's
the
like a
level of
slight
chaos
block.
corruption. If I can find that stat block, it is kind of moderate to mild. It's not. It's like 50-50, and it seems to be like there's no wavering. It stays exactly in the middle.
Just like Fredrick.
Whereas
Okay.
you might see like a
Okay.
small incrementation of the going
Oh,
up for
yeah.
regular people.
It like
Thank
a
you.
but this
Yeah.
is just like the longer you look at it, the more it just stays exactly the same.
Okay. Okay, well.
We
Stop
opened the cellar door. We stood there frozen.
Yeah, after a long. So inside the cellar door.
No, I feel like we're pulling so hard and it's a push. The whole time it's just
Accidentally fall in. What?
Inside the cellar door is a stockpile of food, fresh food. Corn, barley, different types of wheat, potatoes, different tubes, tubular plants, radishes, beets, all sorts of great greens.
So
are
does
there.
it look like an actual like grow house? Like,
like
is
a-
it
it's like a
organized,
cellar.
or is it just like Skyrim? Oh, we've got crates of random shit here in a corner.
It's organized like an old school root cellar, like to keep things fresh. If you've ever seen a root cellar,
Is it
So a lot of cans.
purified and stuff?
root cellars are prior
What
to
MRE
the
is.
industrial age. So like,
Before canning existed.
No, you still canned. You still would can to preserve stuff. What are y'all talking about? Canning's been around for hundreds of years. And I'm not talking about canning. I'm talking about like getting a mason jar.
well, when you use the word can,
That's canning.
I
something.
imagine a can
modern day
instead of a jar.
city
Jarring
folk.
something.
Look, city
Like, are they
folk.
preserved or have they been brined?
I'm on his side.
Have they been? Is there
Are they
fermented
picked?
goods?
Any
Nothing
pickles?
like that. They all seem to be like freshly picked raw
They're
materials.
loose.
There's not any jars or anything like that.
So they're loose material.
There is, however, on the opposite side, like a bunch of little bags. You have to get closer to analyze those little bags.
Let me take this one. You stay back.
I can't eat anything, so he just stands depressed, looking at all this actual food. Annabelle, I don't know if this stuff is like the other stuff that you saw, the strawberry, the thing.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And go like tease open one of the bags.
Seeds! They're seeds! Variety of seeds of different types of plants. Of course, the tube-based plants
Is
are
all
like potatoes. The
the
tubers
food-
are going to grow from the plant, from the potato itself. But the things that require seeds, such as wheat and other elements, such as that, do have their own seed piles, and they all seem to be preserved in a very, very specific, dry way.
Is
So
all
they're
the food like corrupted? Or
Do what?
is it all pure, or like is all the food corrupted?
It seems to be pure. There's something here that, by logic, that is keeping it preserved.
So we need to test this stuff too to see if it's mutated the same way. If that's the mutation that's keeping it from being corrupted, even though it's being grown. and
Give me a
grown.
perception check.
I'm on it. Natural 20.
You can feel it right under your feet, a warm glow. At first you think you've, urinated your pants again, but
Hold on.
in reality, you
Nope, that's
see
fine.
peeking through a little tiny metal gray, almost like a drain, is a light blue glow.
Torin, I'm gonna say your favorite words. We have to go deeper.
I'm gonna try to pull up the grate.
It's like a tiny thing. So you pull it up
It's
with
because I'm a
ease.
dwarf, and I live in
inside-
mountains, and so
Yeah.
we're constantly mining.
Annabelle, why did you make
Yeah.
such a weird face when I said that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I literally say it all
I think
the time.
she's blushing.
I say it literally every day.
Anyway.
This is torture, by the way. Inside, this is taking so
love
long
this.
to get through. Inside, you see basically the brother to the crystal that's inside of the other chamber.
Whoa.
It's a
what?
standard-looking, normal preservation crystal.
Like a big one?
No, little
Oh,
tiny,
okay.
like a handheld one.
Okay.
Like the same size as the one that's in that Olympic chamber.
Annabelle, you remember when I called for you earlier and I said, don't worry about it?
Uh-huh.
Can you come in here?
Can you come worry about it?
Sure. What's wrong?
Look at that.
Look at this.
We found it. Well,
Oh
Claire
my
found
God.
it.
Is it active? Is it...
It's active.
I mean, look at the food.
I thought I had peed, but I actually just found it.
Is it set in something? Is it?
No, it's like the other ones. It's just kind of levitating there.
Do we think
That's
if
a
I
good sound
pick it
effect.
up,
I
it's
like
gonna
that.
stop working?
Make a check about
Use
it.
your magic or something.
Has that happened to you before?
Have we picked it up before?
We have not touched any before. Or
I'm
we've
gonna
touched
try to
them.
pick it
I
up.
played
can't- I gotta
TTRPGs.
hold
We've
this
touched
thing.
them, but not picked them up.
I gotta hold this thing.
You pick it up.
Yeah, and it's still working.
All right, Annabelle, and that is your time. You dive into a new dimension. You literally go into a black hole, and your entire form
And
is
she's in the
eviscerated.
crystal.
So, what do we have here? We have seeds, we have a stockpile of convenient food, we have this sort of structure that seems to be, has an input, a central chamber, and an output that can perhaps be inserted with various crystalline types of structures in the Olympic chamber. Currently, it's the corruptive one. Interesting.
I got lost.
See, my favorite thing
Use the
is
one that you're
when,
holding and
when your
put it in
DM
the
is trying to do
corrupted
something
spot.
super obvious to them, and the players just don't get it, and they
So-
treat us like little babies.
I thought the crystal in the machine was.
Turning it
Like-
to goop. Maybe we can turn the
preservation
goop back to
It
other
is,
things.
but it's been corrupted in
Yes.
some way.
That.
And this. Oh.
This one is not.
Okay. Okay.
It's the hair making it darker.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I don't know.
we
Smooths the
can
brain.
essentially.
No.
But what I'm hearing is we can essentially
switch it
use
out.
this to do something
But
else
then-
we don't know yet.
The
We can
reverse
use
of
it
what it's
to
currently
we can
doing.
use it to purify food.
The reverse
Yeah.
of what it's currently doing.
Switch
I
it
don't know,
out.
maybe.
Switch this crystal out. Can you? You're the crafter. Get this crystal in there. Get the corrupted one out.
Yeah, I'll try it.
And we
Well,
can
I
work
mean, it's
on-
kind of pointless now. I mean, you guys are in the middle of some place, but it might be valuable for someone to analyze it when you get back to the base.
Yeah.
So should I take apart the machine or
I think we need to get both crystals and take them back with us.
There are wheelbarrows and other things you could use
Yeah.
to truck it through the forest if you want someone to analyze to see if there is some way to use this
Where
in a
those kids
to a
at?
beneficial way for the people at back of base.
Can I try my crafting for that?
Are there any
what?
kid-sized harnesses?
Do what you just said. Determine whether this could be used by someone. Like
Sure.
this.
Oh, you can do it now if you'd like. Sure.
16 plus my 11, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
27.
So this is pretty crude but serviceable. It reminds you of the old dwarven stills, turning mash into alcohol, which is kind of like
Quick thinking. Good job, Chandler.
a classic. Thank you. A classic kind of way to preserve barley, right? And other sort of types of grains is to make alcohol and beer. Reminds you of that. And so it runs reason that if there's a corruptive element that's turning what seems to be pure food into this kind of gross stuff, is it possible for it to be done in the alternative direction? And you take a look at its structure; it's watertight. You could maybe put water in it, food in it, but whatever it does macerate whatever you put in it. It seems, of course.
Macerate?
Destroy.
Thank you.
Like
That's masticate.
like we'll masticate, chew, macerate, mash.
Yeah.
Once
Shred,
again,
crush.
you've been looking at the fucking encyclopedia for a little bit.
Sorry.
The diction.
Macerate, like it'll
Chew.
crush
It will
anything
chew it.
Yeah.
that it's put into it. But
We'll have
I mean,
a lot
it's
of
worth,
baby food.
it's worth a shot to see if it could do. I mean, the big thing is what if it could purify water? I mean, that would be huge. In that case, then that dire need would be met.
Well, I'm definitely going to memorize different components of this schematic for this machine, just in case we're not able to get back to this site. So I put all that into memory.
Yeah.
And eventually, when I can do my cool once a week build something, potentially,
Only a day or
that's
two away,
probably
I
what I'll
think.
try to do, is make a permanent version of what I made that one time. Because this
Or
is
do we
literally what
take
Torin
this
was working on when
machine
we were
with
at
us?
sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't that big. I think that if you dismantled it and put it in the wheelbarrows, like
We
you
can
would
take
Oh,
be
it's not
like,
a big machine. I'm
Yeah.
picturing something
it's
huge.
like a still, like but it's like
Okay.
it's sheet metal
But
and
we
stuff like that.
also
Like
have a
imagine
big,
like
big
again like
machine.
We've got a
literally
big
like a
guy.
still like you'd see in real life.
Okay, yeah.
So
Let's
you can
do
start
that.
dismantling those wheelbarrows, and you can just kind of like put the pieces in and carry the rest. That's not now. You will be at a disadvantage if you're caught out in the woods getting back. But
We
Okay.
also put on all our armor.
excellent.
Yeah.
And then we put everything in the wheelbarrow.
All right. Is there anything else that we want to do here? Of course, these poor people have been cleaned up by this point.
Witton
They're
really
shivering.
wants
They
to touch
want
all of the dead bodies. And
They
make
want to
sure
go
they
back.
don't
You have
information.
detected there is a marketed level of corruption to their very essence, but not so much as to maybe cause concern. But it is something that has a identifiable marker. Do you tell them about it or not?
Like the people that are.
That have been for the family.
I mean, I would probably just let them, like, as I was patching them up and everything and trying to analyze while it was happening, I would probably just tell them, like, make sure that they pay attention to these specific markings and just make sure it doesn't spread.
Yeah.
Kind of like general doctor type
Sure.
things, but that was all before.
Yeah. They're quite unresponsive. They're obviously in a pretty intense state of shock. The kids are just zoned out, and the father's kind of aggressively like, "It's time for us to get out. We're done. Bring us home, please."
Again, I think Witton was he was almost as blankly telling them these things as the kids seem to be feeling right now. As soon as he's finished and he's told them these things, that's when he's moved over to the other bodies, and he has stayed there the entire time.
I see. So you guys collect the elements, the food, the seeds, I'm guessing, and break down the alembic chamber. It's pretty crude. With your crafting skill, you have no problem doing so. Put in wheelbarrows, distribute the load, and begin to move out. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you start trekking out into the woods?
I will go up to Witton as we all come up, and he's just been sitting there. I thought.
Oh, we got raided. I wasn't even.
Hey!
Thank you, Crack Eddie. That's great. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, so I'm gonna go as we come back up, realizing that Witton is not tending to the family and is sitting around a bunch of dead plant zombies.
Yeah.
Gonna come up just behind him and put a hand on his shoulder. We're ready to go. Are you?
This place is so corrupt.
I'm
Our
not.
camp is not.
He's like a long. You don't remember? He's been like.
I thought you were
elongated.
kneeling.
Oh,
He
no,
looks like the
yeah,
other mother,
he's,
bro.
He's
Like-
kneeling. He's kneeling.
Oh. I thought you were just.
kneeling.
I
So
imagine
it's
you
not
just,
here, but it's
just
right
standing
here.
there.
Yeah, it's
Hello. Welcome everybody. Welcome.
Thank you.
And I'm not that short anymore.
You're
Anyway,
still pretty short.
I
still fairly
know,
short.
Okay, so is there
You're
anything?
almost as
So
tall as
go
We're
ahead.
ready to go.
I
Are
did miss
you?
that.
Not even regarding anything that she said. They were like this.
Who was?
And I caused it.
Witton. Who was like this?
You know where I'm from, don't you?
Evanon? Not
You familiar with what happened there?
not particularly.
Everyone in that damned city is like this, in one way or another. And it's my fault.
How?
There was someone there. Asked me to research something to save everyone. And I trusted him. I had my reservations. I didn't think he was capable of it. He even did it to me. My family. My parents. My children. And she chose me to come back, not her.
Who chose you?
Reaches for his the talisman, yanks it off, and holds it out.
I'm gonna take it.
I didn't choose to follow her.
But you understand this, then. If
It's-
you worked in it, you understand it.
It's different, but
Okay.
it just keeps going. First it was Ebenheim. Then it was Del Ruth. Then it was Slatin. Everywhere.
And maybe they need someone who understands it to stand in the way of it.
It doesn't change the fact that I did it all. I was dead. And have died. Twice over now. And she keeps bringing me back. Why wasn't it her?
Because she needed you. And your knowledge and your experience. And I'm sorry. Because that's miserable. But we're up against an entire plane of existence. And if you understand what they're doing to this world, then that's another advantage for us.
He's called for me.
He?
The one I trusted. He's still there. Just tonight. It's not just that I came back, and they all came back, the way they are. They're controlled by him.
You're not, are you? Are you?
I don't know anymore. I keep feeling his pull. And I don't feel her here.
Yeah. This is a bad place. And maybe once we get through this, we can go reverse as much as we can in Ebenheim.
As far as I know, it can't be.
Well, share what you know with us, and we might know something else. We'll solve this together.
Why do you still trust me? After I just told you what I did. I still went through with it knowing that there was something wrong.
You're mourning now. People you didn't know, people you didn't turn. And you're mourning them. What you've done is in the past. But you want to make amends. Even if you wish you hadn't come back and didn't have the chance to. You're here, and you want to. So stick with us and make amends.
I think he's going to stay kneeling. And
I'm gonna extend the symbol back to you.
he'll take it. And he's just going to half-heartedly begin taking loose ground and just trying to cover the bodies where they are.
Yeah. And for context, you have basically no idea what he's talking about. Because no one has been to his hometown for 60 years. It's been separated from the mainland, severed. However, just as a frame of reference, if you had heard the same story, you probably would have gotten violent. Because you lived in the Ebenheim slums.
Yeah.
And you are the closest, I think, to the source of the evil there.
I guess.
And even though it's unnameable and no one really knows, the Black Riders of Ebenheim would ride and slaughter people trying to leave the slums to head south towards Del Ruth and the unperished lands, the ashen forests down there.
I guess it's a good thing he is the way he is then, because he would have saw those two talking and be like, not my problem.
Yeah, you would have taken your, probably, if I had to guess, and I know your character pretty well at this point, you would have taken your sword and rammed it like in his chest. Ultimately, though, yeah, I mean that's crazy. I was curious as to when that was ever going to come up. It's been right when a raid was happening. I was like, man, I can't. How do I explain anything about what's happening? I mean, no one knows what's going on. If y'all are still there,
Hopefully you still hang around.
Roll for context.
yeah, there's
You
just
rolled a nat
genuinely
one.
no way. I mean,
Speaking of rolling a nat 1, I was curious as to be like, is now the time when this would come out? I literally
think
rolled a
to-
nat 1, and it was like, oh, okay, guess
to
it's nothing.
Annabelle, I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
So just as a kind of wrap up, what you basically explained was there was a time before in which you were doing research, and that research caused some horrific tragedy, some cataclysmic event in your city, which caused its separation from the mainland.
In my brain, and turned everyone to zombies.
Yeah, and basically turned from what you've developed, what
That's
you've
what
experienced,
I
based on what he
gathered.
said,
I mean, he
turned everybody to
explicitly
zombies.
said it.
Yeah.
So every time he sees these people, it's just a core reminder of his failure that he's been carrying with him. And for whatever reason, the god Desna of Pathfinder fame decided to choose him to be brought back without much context for some unknown reason.
I want to add to this scene. Since I would not be any help dismantling things, I would just break things. I think I wandered off. And
Okay.
I was going to go back into the house. And so I want to see if I was able to listen in.
Okay.
Fair.
So I'm going to do like a stealth check.
Okay. But even, I don't know if you have any context for this either, to be fair, but you probably had the same reaction as Annabelle. It's like, oh, you did something, that sucks, buddy. Like, I'm sorry, but like, maybe we can fix it. I don't know. You know.
No, I think
you can
as
always
you
fix it.
like have handed back the thing and you guys are standing up, you look over and I'm just at the window.
Fredrick probably like
So a bad roll.
over there somewhere, just loading the wheelbarrows.
Okay. And you're of course taking apart. Okay, so you guys gather up all the stuff, and I think without further ado, it's time to head back to the main base. So you trudge through the forest, and with that, we'll take our break here.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Anyway, thank you guys so much for all the follows. We appreciate it. Sorry, we were in the middle of a narrative beat. There was 0% chance that I could interrupt that.
No, that was deep.
Is
That
any of
was
this food worth taking?
That's a tough
This
one to
food,
open
no.
up
I
on.
don't think so.
Just double
no.
checking.
Yeah, I don't think so.
This food
No.
bad.
But thank you so
double
much,
checking.
Cracked Eye, for the follow.
I mean,
Finder of
the
paths
half and
and
half
stars.
food.
It's,
Hey, that's a cool name.
Hey,
What?
great. Cracked Eddie and all the other individuals that followed and or raided with Crack. We appreciate you guys coming in.
Check out our
Seriously.
YouTube
Yay.
while we're on a break.
Yeah, take a look at our YouTube channel. It's a good time.
And come back because we'll be back in 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. We're on session 21 of a campaign we've been running since 2023.
No, I mean,
But you know
Torin is
what?
a
That's
beast.
okay.
the house and
Hopefully,
take some back with us.
it's not going to make any sense. I'm sorry. That's okay. It's fun. We play Pathfinder
hopefully we
2nd
have
Edition. It's a
tents
homebrew
at the other
campaign.
place, but I mean, I
go to the
thought
bathroom.
Almost
Yeah.
ideally, we could
Yeah.
set up a place here for our.
That's
peoples,
what I thought we were gonna do.
But
No,
No, it's just an added thing, I think. It's because it's not terribly far from our camp.
That's another point.
Snack.
How far away are these 2 points?
sweaty.
I don't remember exactly what I said. I think it was like a couple of hours. So it's not an easy trek, unfortunately.
All right, I'll stop bombarding
Okay.
with questions.
Yeah, I think we lost all the what the heck is going on? That's okay. All right, we'll be right back. 15 minutes. So break at 2:48. So we'll be back at 3:02 or something like that. Till then, we'll see you guys. All right, take it easy. All right. Hey, we're back. Hey, welcome back, everybody.
Did you guys hear that?
What?
Who are you?
Let me get the
my-
setup going.
I don't know. I have nothing clever.
All right, welcome back. Thank
No,
you
you
for
have to take
being
glasses
patient
off
with
first.
us, to taking a break. You know,
Oh, don't do that.
our shows are 4 hours, so we got to go to the bathroom sometime. But welcome back.
We actually just
all right.
stuffed our faces.
So
I didn't pee at all.
We did. Well,
I went.
some did both.
All right, so
¿Por qué no los dos?
We just had a large combat encounter, and now we're moving out from the farm area back to home base, which we have displayed now.
Who's in the middle of the water?
Oh, the
What?
map
Oh,
has
somebody
changed.
fell. That's fine.
Is it
He'll
me?
just drown.
I
He's
saved the
taking
drown-
him back.
You're on the bridge.
I saved the
He's taking
drowning
him back.
person.
So
4.
he dies along with you.
No!
And so
Add
you
the
guys,
death toll.
And it's
after
fine.
Like this.
a pretty uneventful hike back, which nothing happens at all, luckily for you guys finally make it back to the home base, and it seems like everybody is just kind of where you left them. They're just now waking up. Dawn has crested over the hill and over the trees, and the light from the sun is starting to kind of percolate the entirety of the space. It dances over the water. Almost looks pretty for a second if you don't forget that the water is tainted horribly with chaos
Those like
corruption.
tar bubbles comes up out of it, and you're like,
To me, this is like the most dwarf-like, like Disney dwarf you've ever seen Torin, as he's got his little wheelbarrow going through the woods.
I'm carrying like just a pipe. Yeah.
You guys make it back, and really nobody reacts to your arrival. Everybody's just so broken and beaten down that it's almost impossible for them to even care that you've arrived back.
Torin does a big whistle, puts both fingers up.
Everyone! Okay, come on, guys. Don't be like that, for real.
Pay attention to Torin. He's the charismatic one sometimes.
Look at this!
And he pulls out corn.
He's the charismatic
On
one
the
with
cob.
a -1.
And with that, there's a mob.
That's not safe for consumption yet.
No, this was from the. This was
No,
from the
the
inside.
root cellar's fine.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was?
root
Yeah.
cellar
was
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
I
It was
checked it,
preserved
don't
by a
worry.
little crystal.
I've got a whole
So,
I
wheelbarrow.
pat everything with my dirty
Every-
hands.
You
It's all good.
Every poor sod that's here,
Cool.
like,
Let me check that.
rushes to their feet and rushes you to get at the food, which
You
you
see,
have.
as Torin very, very rarely gets serious, you see anime style as his face kind of gets a little angry.
Everyone! Wait your turn!
Okay, roll
That's how
for
we do it first.
intimidation.
Woo!
Intimidate.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
Alright.
Claire stands very
Quiet.
upright. Puts down the pipe.
Back up.
Yes, sir, Torin, sir.
A 10.
Yeah, he has, like I said, -1.
Ooh.
-1.
The entirety of the group is
Wait, I wanna
too
help.
starving.
Nope.
It's too starved. They're too starved. They're too desperate to really care what you're saying.
saw that.
And in your attempt to make a really interestingly intimidating facial expression, what you end up having is just kind of a blanket stare because the light is hitting your face with no definition. So there's really nothing there but a metal sheen. As people
No,
rush.
wait, you guys, I'm
And
serious!
they topple you, and they're rushing in, ripping everything out, corn, potatoes, and just eating it raw, like right off the cob.
Well, that's fine.
I literally punched someone in the
How
face.
much
Don't
was
do that.
this? Or is
I-
This wasn't all.
They're
of it.
attacking
I don't
me!
think you guesstimated how much this would ration out for.
Okay.
That's when our good old pal
Jeanne.
Jeanne,
Johnny.
which he does not like.
Johnny!
Jeanne, because you just think every person in the entire world
Is untrustworthy.
Is untrustworthy.
Because
There's
they
been
are.
trustworthy people, Sebastian.
Sure.
That cute guy in the inside of the casket.
Sure, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was a
trustworthy.
real stretch.
That was real trustworthy.
He did what he said.
Said the cute guy.
He did what he said. I don't know if you-
Cute?
He's a cute little guy. He's just chilling. He's just a little guy.
Grim
I like-
Undead is showing.
We're thinking of like before Voldemort is whole, like in this
Yeah.
casket.
The only NPC I've
Hey.
liked so far is the creature that we subdued on the ocean.
My favorite was
that
Kyle.
drove us
The Leviathan.
The Leviathan, yeah.
That's the best
Kyle was
NPC
not
so
even
far. I
alive
trusted
for a
that
moment
one.
of this campaign.
Not a single moment.
I like
There
the
were
Kevin, I
there were
miss
some
him.
that were dead here, correct?
Yeah, but they've since been
Okay.
you
I
know,
was
the
gonna
sheets over them or
Yeah.
otherwise. So they rush and they are able to, they start just gorging themselves, and that's when
I think they like try to topple me, but I'm just so heavy and just so sweet.
They just
like,
go around.
I don't move. Just let them take the stuff
like
off. Of me.
okay. Johnny comes out and with all of his ferocity that he can muster with his voice, he screams, "Stop this nonsense!" And with
That's
that,
what I said.
there's this sort of effervescent glow of purple coming from his skin, the runes engraved on his flesh. And everybody stops what they're doing.
I remember.
There's a moment of like, kind of like a twinge of maybe fear or surprise, and then they kind of cast their eyes down.
Can you teach me that?
There's no way we will survive these wastes if we act like animals. And he rips a corner of the cob out of the mouth of one of the people. It's like, you will all eat in time, but we must do this tactfully and with a bit of foresight.
I agree with him.
That's basically what Torin said.
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
But you weren't listening.
He rolled a 15 plus 10. So, no.
He also is.
with
Well,
that,
they know him. They know him.
They all calm down and they get in an orderly fashion. It's like, we will have your needs met now, and then we shall prep for the future.
Johnny,
Yes.
I think our group and you, since you seem to control the people like heathens, we should probably talk for a second.
I would think that'd be wise. And don't call them, what did you say, heathens?
Yes, 100%. That's how they're acting.
They're like animals.
That's why he has low charisma. Like, he just calls it as he sees it. Like, that kid
Heathens.
was
That's how he
dumb.
literally was talking about the kids in Slatin. He's just like, you're just a dumbass.
Please have a bit of empathy. They act like animals because they've been forced to live like animals.
Exactly, and I brought them food. Anyway, that's beside the point. I agree with you. I do have a heart. Trust me.
It's in there still, despite his skin.
And I clank on his
Yeah,
metal
I've
skin.
tried listening for it. I haven't heard it yet. Anyway,
Are you sure it hasn't become cold and hard like the rest of you?
No, see, I also have metal, but I still have a heart. I open it up and I show him.
Real motley crew.
Yep.
We're actually just closer than ever.
I helped put on that plate, actually.
Well, once, yeah.
Yeah,
It fell
but-
off once.
Yeah. But anyway,
Do you want to hear about that story? How it fell off? Because it's pretty good.
so we found a farm, and in the farm they were farming people, and there's good food, but it wasn't really good food that was coming out, and there were zombies, and Witton was.
So
But
you
there was
explain,
good food
you explain what
in the
we just
food.
Fredrick
experienced.
would
Yeah.
Fredrick's gonna grab Torin by the mouth to shut him up.
You hear as like the audio still comes out. Yeah, because there's like reverberation.
Try to shove him back and look to Annabelle, if you would.
So you explain to him
Yes.
the process.
And I'll just
Explain what we
fucking keep
found.
squeezing.
And so,
Just to purify water.
yeah.
Um,
He, after hearing your sort of explanation, he walks up to the machine parts and he takes a look at the preservation crystal and the crops, and he, all the while, he's stroking his beard and like kind of chattering his teeth, like thinking like, interesting.
and
And
I
he,
think our first move should be to feed these people.
agreed.
I'm getting the walk. Torin goes and grabs the walk.
And he looks over and he yells, Kalo! And some stronger, more rigid, gruff, somehow maintained his muscle mass, this guy walks out. He's a 6 foot plus something, towers over most people.
Where the fuck has he been?
Well, he was fighting. He was over here near the water's edge.
Oh, he was in the water, so we didn't really see him.
Ah, yes. So he walks over and Johnny says, Kalo, could you please distribute this food as equally and fair as possible? And he goes, huh. And he walks
Fredrick.
over and he says, "For my line!" And everybody's just,
Why is
They
everyone
say-
taking what I said?
Would you care?
right, this one's for you. This is for you. Not two. And he smacks people's hands like, 3, you have a kid.
Does the
Very
duckling
sweet.
family join the line? Do they like
They
reassemble into-
reintegrate.
In
And he
order
starts-
to kind of
And for a moment, there's one second. We'll cover. For a moment, there's this bubbling joy. The first you've seen from these poor downtrodden folks, as they finally feed and they feel a little bit more human again, or elf, or dwarf, mostly human in this pack.
Fredrick would give that individual a hand, not because he wants to give him a hand, but because he wants to use that opportunity to get a decent head count and gauge any fighting capabilities left in these people, which he knows is going to be slim, but he's looking.
So as you overview the individuals, there seems to be the same amount as there was after the trek, and now that you've recovered those individuals, I think there's 36 that survived the walk here. And during the night, no one, I don't think, died. I just think they were abducted. So the 4 family members were abducted.
There was someone that died here.
There was one person that the
fight.
Minotaur killed.
Yeah.
So right now, I think there's 35 individuals remaining. Of the 35, about 10 are men with any sort of level of muscle mass. There's 6 or 4, depending on your quality standards, women that may be able to hold their own as well. The rest are too frail, old, or children. So you're looking at 14 to 16 individuals that may be able to fight, but your guess is out of that group, maybe 12 really have what it takes to defend this place against demons.
I'm starting a fire under the walk.
Of course, Kalo over there is pretty massive. But the rest are more standard humanoids. Okay. So as this is being distributed, Jane leans over and says that ultimately there is, he seems to have this sort of trepidatious look as he's kind of sort of looking at you, and he says, "I'm afraid we must talk now that the food and most immediate danger has been settled."
Torin's still cooking. He's cooking this big pot of rice. He's got some very preserved seasoning from Kyle. They call it Kyle's seasoning salt.
Kylo, it's me.
No, Kyle. You would have loved Kylo. He was great.
Kalo.
He's making a big thing of fried rice.
Is Witton around
Kilo.
when...
Yeah,
Okay.
all of you can hear what
Okay.
John is saying. We
Well,
must
oil.
talk. It is
Regarding?
imperative. We're not quite out of the fire yet.
Yes, we are still quite literally. What do we need to speak on?
Multiple topics. I'm afraid the most pressing must be discussed first. It regards your brother.
Where is he?
Something happened while we were gone.
Come with me. And you follow him, and you go outside of the tent where he's currently residing, and he's back, and he kind of turns around and he says, "I have explained to him the rites and procedures and what is involved in becoming like myself."
He's awake.
Yes, he's regained consciousness. And I've explained to him what exactly is involved in the procedure. And I regret to say he's declined.
Did he say why?
He wouldn't say. But I will say this. If he does not come with you into the deeper wilds, well, we'll cover that if you're unable to convince him. And he kind of opens the curtain to the tent and gestures you all inside. And I'm assuming you enter
Give me a moment.
alone.
Wait, don't stand outside.
Torin's still cooking.
I don't know if either.
There's
y'all
just something about
that-
cooking for people
He's
that...
cooking with Torin. Where's Fredrick?
So, go ahead.
Taking, since he's been told to give Annabelle a minute, he's going to take a walk around. And player understands this is a pretty far shot question, but if I don't ask it, I'll regret it. Is there anything reminiscent of weapons, armor, shields for these people that they've been traveling with?
Didn't some of them have some weapons, I thought?
Yeah, some of them do.
Yeah.
Stuff they've gotten from, that's like Demon Forge, so it's kind of crappy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So there's some demon forged material.
Okay.
Do you know about how many people would be armored from that? Do we want to roll a dice or
There were we had 10 guards
Okay,
overnight.
so at least 10 sets of
Yeah.
something.
Something that they can use.
Okay.
So you enter the tent as you guys kind of go around okay. And you enter the tent, and there he is, laid prostrate on a table, and he looks horrible. His eyes are sullen, and he looks considerably worse. And the flesh of his body seems to just be withering away, in spite of the crystal that is imbued on his chest.
Checking that.
It seems that it's given him a prolonged level of time, but I mean, there's still an inevitable end to the process. It's just delayed it.
Has the infection spread? more?
It is
it's,
definitely
slowed, but not
creeping
stopped?
outwards from the wound in particular, and he just is, barely just like a skeleton laying there. And his hair even looks more thin. He looks like he's aged like 20 years, you know. He just lays there, and upon entering, he looks over, and he kind of like, you know, makes a
Little sister.
a noise and kind of rolls his eyes, and he goes, "Hello, little sister."
And I am speaking in halfling to him.
Mm-hmm.
Why will you not do the one thing that could save you?
I'm tired.
Ash, you were meant to guide us here.
I'm not meant for anything. Fate, as it seems, has deemed my time done. There's nothing left to say.
That's not true. Jeanne had talked about the way that you could... something to do. Why can't you do that? Why are you refusing?
I've seen things in this world that I thought I never would see, you know that. I traveled for a long time.
Yeah.
I thought I'd find answers.
You haven't seen Nirvana? Stick around to see Nirvana.
It's funny you mention that. I had this thought as I awoke. There was a dream, you see, I had before. And in it, I saw the rolling hills and beautiful streams of Nirvana. And upon entering this damned world again, I realized maybe Nirvana is only granted to those who die in service of finding it.
Yeah, no.
Maybe this is the only way that I can find it. Besides,
Do not let go.
you're not letting go.
Yes, you are.
There is nothing left. I have failed, don't you
You don't
see?
know that. There is more work to do.
Look at you. I have failed. I told myself, if you stayed in Slaton with our friends and family, that you would be spared the corruption of this world, and now look at you. Even in this charge, one that my parents gave me with their last words to me, I couldn't even achieve. I thought that I could find something out there. I don't know, that could further your projection to help everybody in Slaton. There was problems at that time, you see, before the Observer, and it was all for nothing. All of this was for nothing.
Yeah, if you give up, then it was. But I'm not going to give up.
On what? Do you understand what is happening to this world? I have seen things you wouldn't believe.
I understand. I have also seen things. I have also traveled. Just try it.
What have you seen, little sister? And he starts to lean up, and you see just like the ribs of his rib cage poking out. He's like, what have you seen?
I've seen a demon lord in flesh.
Oh, really?
I've seen how the corruption spreads. I've seen things and I've learned. And that knowledge is going to help us. Knowledge is power, and we will get there.
Knowledge is a veil that protects from the truth. It makes wise men, and he stands up as he's saying this with his gritted teeth, it makes wise men fools. In their own hubris, they don't see the truth. Right beneath their noses, this world is corrupt. It deserves death. It deserves death more than any other world in existence. You know that. Do you know how many worlds exist? Millions upon millions, as he steps.
Calm down.
And he
lay
grabs
down.
you and he
I
says,
am
this
trying-
world was corrupt long before the demons came. Corrupt and deserving of nothing but death.
Ash,
And he starts to slink
you're
down.
hysterical.
And his eyes sort of roll back in his head as he
Trying
collapses.
to scoop him back into
Yeah.
the bed, and
And with that, he's like, enough, done. I am done.
please don't.
And he falls back
Ash.
unconscious.
No! I lay a little, I think it's Angelica flower
Mhm.
on him. Root to life. So
Mhm.
if he's dying, he's stable.
Sure.
I'm not
Although-
letting you go, you son of a bitch.
So, do you exit the tent?
No, not yet. Not yet. I said with him.
We made some jambalaya.
I
So-
sit with him for a bit, and eventually I'll.
Exit. And with that, they're all sort of surrounding around. Johnny's been there with his hands sort of in his cloak, like so, and he says, I told you he's quite defiant on the matter. It seems he has lost heart, if he had it to begin with.
He did.
I'll take your word for it. I've only just met him. I will say, though, his passing will be most troublesome. I have the gift of foresight, you know this, but it comes in dreams and images that are hard to decipher. But I feel this in my gut. Without him, the path ahead will be nigh impossible. Perhaps I'm wrong or mistaken in this, but I feel as though he has some part to play in the future. What part is uncertain. My path is difficult, I will admit. It is not one that I would have taken if I knew the consequences of it when I decided to walk the path. But if he does not do it, well, what do you know of this place? And he kind of gestures, and I'm assuming you guys are within earshot. Like,
I mean,
hearing
we're
this.
just at the, or at least I'm at the
I think
entrance
we're all
of the
sharing
tent.
the jambalaya.
Yeah, so you guys are eating, and like he's like, as you eat, might I tell you a tale of this land?
I've regained my focus point by doing good stuff, making pieces of food.
By the way, thank you, Ian, the knight, for the follow. Appreciate
That's why I
it.
couldn't go in,
What's
because I
up?
was like, look, I need another focus point. Let me do something good for the people.
Might I lord dump on you? No.
Please, sir.
Dump
Tell
on
me-
me, Jonah.
Tell me, you've observed things, interesting occurrences in the wild that you probably can't explain. Demons growing food, mimicking human behavior. Have you considered why? Tell me, I'm interested in your theories. Why do you think such vile and chaotic entities would do such a thing?
Demons don't have a why.
They don't have reason.
See,
Or
that is a
everywhere.
fallacy in itself. I've been trying to explain to you. Reason and logic are malleable. Depending on the perspective, they can mean whatever you want it to mean. In the mortal world, our world, it means control, organization. In the demonic world, it means chaos. That is their order. If something were to become order, or ordered in the chaotic fashion, it would be in itself chaotic.
Maybe
For
they just-
demons. Does that make sense?
Maybe they just wanted freedom.
It is simply inverted.
Maybe they just wanted freedom.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't want to be a part of some system telling them what to do and what not to do.
Well, of course, that's at their fundamental existential structure, is to rebel against any organizational structure. In the abyss, that
But
is
then,
how it
and
is.
therefore, taking structure like what we do to make it non-structural.
Their structure is a lack of structure.
Yes, yeah.
But in it, if you witness it, in the macro setting, there are patterns, essence of behavior that is fundamental and predictable. For instance, demons hate each other. They betray each other, inevitably, given an amount of time having passed.
Kind of like humans.
Humans, of course, in a shorter time frame. And that's species, by the way.
I mean, he looks over at Fredrick.
I'm testing. Humans are quite the fickle creatures, but they have merits in their own right. And I think that demons, in turn, do as well. But they're not in the abyss, are they? They're here. Now, as to why they are here, it is a mystery. What is it they want from the mortal plane? It is often debated amongst scholars. But ultimately, only one thing is certain. They wish to be here. But by nature of being here, it erodes their very essence. In the same way it drives a human mad, entering into the abyss without the appropriate magical protections.
Wait. So what you're saying is they might lose their own corruption as we gain corruption? So it's like the opposite?
Precisely. They themselves disintegrate by the nature of being in an area which is not theirs. This realm is not for them. Regardless of the why, which is almost impenetrable as a concept for demon kind, the truth is clear. They wish to be here. And in order to be here, They must.
Make the plane hospitable for them.
That is a part of the puzzle, yes. But in truth, it's not enough. Corrupting and making it more like the abyss is no different than being in the abyss. They're trying, I believe, to do something new.
Acclimate themselves to the plane.
A giant
Exactly.
farm.
They're trying to change. Why remains a mystery, but it is certain. What do you know of the demon lords?
I only know of the one.
Grug, I take it.
Exactly.
Have you heard of his brother, Retgor?
No.
Not sure.
What's his name?
Retgor.
Retgor.
Can you spell that?
R-A-T-G-O-R.
That was for you.
Paper, love you.
Retgor, like his brother, has an insatiable appetite, it is said. Only instead of the strongest amongst us, it's any amongst us. Grug, as you are well aware from the stories of Gaterise, which I'm sure you're familiar with, challenges the strongest amongst his own kin as well as humanity to devour, and in so doing gains their strength. Retgor, his brother, is different. He desires to simply consume for the sake of consuming. He devours all, demonic and mortal.
You just think, maybe I'll just have one more beer. And then the next morning afterwards,
Caden's gone.
gosh.
Imagine if you never had a hangover and an insatiable lust for alcohol and meat that never ends. That is Retgor's demise and his strength. He must eat or he withers. His power diminishes. As you could probably tell, this place, the mortals here, are not prepared for demon incursions. It was easy pickings for him, and he made himself a nice home in a place down south. What's curious, though, is the population density of the jungle of Blightmoor, even at the time prior to Gaterise, was negligible. So the question remains,
What's his fuel source?
why here?
Yeah.
Well, now he lures thousands upon millions of demons south for his little gorging rituals. But if he wanted to
eats
eat
them too,
demons,
yes.
he could have stayed in the abyss. So why do it here? I don't have an answer. But I do feel it is connected to the experimentations you have witnessed.
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I wouldn't be that opposed to being able to, you know, if we could come to a peaceful agreement with demons and whatnot. I mean, think of all the different races that live here on Mourne. Dwarves aren't the same as humans. Humans aren't the same as halflings. Halflings aren't the same as elves.
But they're mortals.
And civil.
Well, if they're trying to change,
Are they?
if they're trying to change, I mean, who's to say that, you
I
know,
think you're on the right track, Torin.
you don't
It's
necessarily
not a
know.
civility problem. It's that everyone here continues to try to pull back to what once was. That's never
Exactly.
gonna happen.
It's not.
Mourne is lost. It's been lost.
Is it?
We've seen it.
But the thing
But
is,
we could try going
making something new.
and trying to steer towards something different. Not what they want. Not what we had.
Plus, everybody needs to recognize that nothing is just plain good and nothing is just plain bad.
Except for you.
I mean, honestly, some of the demons maybe
Pinch his
they're
cheek.
bad at. But the thing is, some things, you know, we all have demons inside us. We all have things that we're not proud of. I stole Kyle's walk. There, I said it. I said it. I didn't mean to. I just
Shh, it's okay, it's okay.
when I saw
Fail
him
to
die.
see how any of this is consequential to this conversation.
I've been carrying that for a long time, guys. I've been carrying it for too long.
I know. I watched you do it. And I didn't tell anybody. Because I didn't want you to get in trouble.
We can make a better world.
And now he is dead. And the weight of that crime will rest forever on your shoulders without absolution. For he can't give it. He died.
And that's why I keep feeding people. That's why, because that's what Kyle would have done with this walk. They would have been eaten too.
Jambalaya for everybody.
Have you always known that Retgor is south?
Not until you told me the story of the Vrock.
What caused that revelation, by chance?
Abductions, experimentations. Retgor is always looking to concoct things. He's legendary for it. He's an
He's a chef.
experimenter.
He's a builder.
A chef. He goes by many names. The most common amongst mortal men is Kyle. No! No!
Not gonna lie, that would be very.
That would be so sick. That would be so sick.
From the lore I've digested
Secret
during my
boss,
time
Kyle.
on Path as a Meldist, it sounds like him, to be sure. Experimenting new ways to consume. But yet there are mysteries that remain. If that were the only piece of the puzzle we were missing, it wouldn't be that interesting. But no, there's more. First off, do you know why he's here? The only thing I could derive from the demons is that he was asked to be here by the other demon lords, of which who are nameless, but populate the desperate continent of Mourne in various locations. They asked him here. Now, what is wrong with that statement?
Well, they hate each other.
They didn't want him to get stronger, so they put him in a place with less food.
Why ask him here on the frontier to begin with?
Does that have something to do with Lithonians, and Octo specifically?
It must be, though that is seldom seen.
I have a mind
To be
glass.
clear, I know nothing. I know nothing of the old lizard kin,
Guys.
other than what is needed for the journey. What I have seen in my visions and dreams.
No,
Nothing more.
guys. What if the abyss is failing? What if it's deteriorating, falling apart?
Well, that is by its nature.
Well, then the demons might not have somewhere, and now they're looking to have another place. I don't know. I'm just speculating. If something's wrong with their own homeworld, or maybe if the abyss is starting to change, you know, because
planes
everything balances out.
Have all been cut off from each other, so who knows how that's been affecting the stability of.
Does Retgor
What's
have
wrong?
an unusual power
My brain
of
hurts.
command over
It does
demons?
Not unlike any other demon lord.
Then
His brother is usually denoted, if you can even call him brother. The connections biologically are confusing with demon kin. But if you could give any of them that identifier, it would be Grug. Retgor more or less keeps to himself. The fact that so many demons are flocking to his place of residence, the fact that he seems to be experimenting with his cabal on humankind, creating what you are describing as hybrid materia, it is all very disturbing. Very disturbing indeed. It must have something to do with the lizardkin. This is what I have seen, though I could not confirm from the images I saw until you relayed your story onto me. Then again, I could be wrong. It could be another individual. But the talk of demonkin on the way here, the way they described him in their tongue, which he has many names of which I'm not even aware of, I believe it to be the truth.
Oi, hey, everyone just gets one bowl, put that back. That's right, don't be greedy.
good luck now.
What other demon lords are you aware of?
Grug and Retgor are the two I'm aware of. I have heard tale of many that have what?
Nothing.
Uh,
I just thought it was like, how convenient. He only knows of two that we are aware of. No.
But amongst the lands, there are multiple. Each of them have their own ways of dealing with their cabals. Each of them have their own perspectives on one another. It's safe to say that they most likely don't enjoy each other's company, otherwise they wouldn't be near. I fear as though the ones I do not know are hidden for a reason.
How much do you know? I mean, we don't really know how you and all these folks even got here.
I know what my sight has granted me, which pertains to this particular journey. All I know
Are
is
you
that
from Mourne?
your
he's
curse
not.
to find Nirvana is directly linked with the fate of this particular part of the world. Something is falling into place, call it fate, or what say you, but my insight into the greater mysteries of both the abyss and this realm, it can't be a coincidence. That is all I am saying.
Do you think Retgor's in Nirvana?
my feeling is Nirvana has to be in the south. There's a reason why, what did you call it, the creature that sent you here, put you on the precipice, just a half a day's walk from where my group, my lowly crew was being enslaved. It cannot be a coincidence.
No, some dead guy.
Well, to our knowledge, you can't teleport into the jungle, but this is where we were headed, so...
If you call it fate, then did you have something to say about fate when we first met?
Indubitably. Nothing happens in these uncertain times without a reason. That is something I've learned. In spite of the corruption of the abyss, the chaotic nature of uncertainty that it brings, I have found the opposite. That fate, destiny, prime reasoning of understanding, the coalescence of like-minded individuals is in an uprise. The more I view our world, the more I feel a shifting of the wind, where chaos is rising, unbounded fate and order meet. Like, what am I trying to say? Like seawater and freshwater meeting at a seam.
Oh, I've seen that. It looks cool.
And then there's only certain types of animals that can live in that.
Environment, yeah.
For
That's true.
No,
I've
it's very
seen
true.
it.
No, it's serious. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Being an underground dwarf, I've seen a lot of rivers and natural springs.
I was here before the gate rise. Right?
Oh, yeah?
I was here.
No, you weren't.
I was 10 years old at gate rise.
No, just kidding. Okay.
So what do you
Really?
suggest going forward then?
You have
I was
discovered
like 2.
elements of something called the Pilgrim's Path, have you not? An old lizardkin tradition. I feel this is not coincidence.
Closer to 7.
The pieces are aligning to fit. If Retcor, hypothetically, was sent to Low Ridge for a purpose, if he has accomplished it, I feel as though we would notice. The influx of demons south tells me one thing. He needs support, assistance in some hedonistic ritual or something horrendous in order to cause a cataclysmic or dramatic thing to happen.
Maybe he's just eating them all.
Then why would they sacrifice themselves so willingly? Demons despise being controlled in any respect. So why would they willingly, without the direct force of the Demon Lord, walk to his domain? Demons are not so foolish. You might think they are by perception, but they're not.
Oh yeah, they're super dumb.
Some are, yes. Others are not.
Could it be that they want their own power and he promises some way of getting that?
Perhaps.
I mean, our deepest hope
If
is that he's not eating. Because if he is eating,
He's getting
he's
stronger.
probably going to kill us.
If the Demon Lords have demanded his presence here, it is for a reason. The fact he agreed is a horrifying prospect. Demon Lords do not agree with one another. They are facets of a fractured mind, the mind of the abyss, each one as diametrically opposed as the next.
So, the other demon lords, obviously, we've all heard of Gruns, whatever his name is. Yeah, that one. We've all heard of him. And apparently he's badass and you killed a god, whatever. But it's like, are all the demon lords that formidable? Or like,
No, not necessarily. No, you're asking me or the character?
I mean, both.
No, not
We don't know
necessarily.
anything about the
Demon lords, as diverse as demons, or humans, or elves, or dwarves. There are some who have the power to take and absorb it, and others that do not. Any demon can rise to the status of demon lord, a prospect that makes their entire realm survival of the fittest made manifest.
How difficult would it be for a demon to appear as a mortal?
Depending on the demon, not very difficult. Though the wizened among us could detect their materia being so demonic. Oh, this is like Freerin.
another anime I actually haven't watched. I should.
There's a lot about energy and like energy of like obfuscation and that.
Put that on my list.
What's a good train? You haven't seen it?
Uh-uh.
Oh man, that's great. It's kind of sad though. But
I don't get very many opportunities to watch something, so a nice short series is like
Fair.
like Parasite, so fast, so easy.
How? You say it's easy to detect.
for some, and unless they have trained and for a potential chance to reduce that for whatever purpose. It is rare though. Some bask in their glory. Most do, in fact.
Alright, I think that we need to develop a plan.
Well, it
I
seems
agree.
pretty easy for me to understand. You've been charged with an seemingly undoable task, find Nirvana. You have been led through your research to the beginning of this jungle of Blightmoor. Charged with potentially going south, you have discovered a pilgrim's path, a layout which requires you to go to 3 ritual sites and then end in the ancient city of Low Ridge. I feel as though going to these sites is paramount. I feel going to Low Ridge would be a mistake. There must be a reason. Fate decrees that no detail be... how do I put it in a common tongue? Akroma. Fruitless or pointless. There must be a reason why you were charged to go.
Yeah, because we'll die if we don't.
No, charged to go down the Pilgrim's Path, specifically. Like, the reason you found it. My suggestion would be... follow this path and the map you've been given. And see what you find. Perhaps when we go to this first site, which, as it turns out, is along the path anywho, we could find some answers. In order to get there, though, we're going to need an army.
We're gonna need a way to resist the corruption.
I was hoping that your brother would provide that mechanism, but it seems he has rejected that responsibility. How was your chat with him?
Yeah, how'd it go? How's he doing?
He's resting again. We have more to talk about.
I see. So he rejected. A stubborn mule. I've heard many halflings to be as such. They take after their dwarf kin.
What?
Well, all mortals are kin one way or another.
It goes all over his head.
Are you my cousin?
But I do say,
didn't know we were
I
family.
fear that without him, our challenge
He
is
will-
only ever so much more insurmountable.
He will agree.
But he has declined his own flesh and blood, and myself, my sage wisdom. It's not a ritual that I can force on any man. He must choose.
Okay, then I will convince him to choose.
You best do so. I fear if you do not, well,
And there's no way that any of us can take this path either.
I'm afraid not.
Any particular reason?
Why?
Why does it have to be him?
Why couldn't you do it if you're already walking this path? Whatever you needed him for, why can't you do that?
Mildest shit.
Oh.
You all
Yo.
claim.
This is how we say it in the country.
But you. You. Why can't you do what he needed to do?
Let's say I do not have a certain quality that your brother possesses. I myself am an old man and am unable to survive the intense emotional and physical magical strain that will be required for me to shield us as we traverse further south. Of course, you can roll for deception, like to see if he's lying,
Insight.
of course, but
Or sense motive. I actually would like to try that.
Do we
Yeah, you go for it.
It's just perception, right?
Yup. It's not terrible. 24.
24. He's holding something back.
You're holding something back.
I know it! I know it! Kabaragoya!
So
The
in order to
numbers told
convince
me.
him, you'll have to roll.
Yeah.
Someone have to roll for.
There's something
I'll
you're
like
not
to roll.
telling us, and if there's anything that we should know, for not just our survival, but everyone else's, it would benefit us all, would it not?
It's 700.
So do I need to actually make a check?
And 2.
So everything he said was truthful, but you can tell there's just something he's not telling you. So it is true, like from what you can tell, it is true that I should have done a secret check for this. I will.
Yeah.
That it's true that he wouldn't survive the process. It's true that he's too old, but there's something else.
So me saying that, what do I need to do?
Persuasion or
There is no persuasion.
Diplomacy. It's
Diplomacy.
diplomacy.
Are you sure it's not society? I'm a lot better.
I don't think so. That makes no sense.
Correct.
Nice
Johnny, do you
try.
want us to succeed?
+1.
Of course I do.
Wait, can I?
Then
It is
why are
paramount you
you
do.
not telling us something?
I fear if I speak it, it will only dampen your spirits.
Yeah, so I cast guidance on myself, giving me a +1, and that's still only a 12.
I understand why you wish to know, but the knowledge of the fact will only seek to dissuade you from the task at hand.
I doubt that. I think you're just being a butt.
If everything... First.
If Sebastian agreed, would he survive it?
I shall for him to decide.
You could
And
tell him
And that's when...
if he wants to die, that he can do this and have a possibility of saving people,
Then-
and still also die.
That's when you notice for the first time Sebastian sitting like just beyond the veil and like lifts it up and he says, "Well, old man, answer the question."
I
still won't fucking do
it. Be resting. You're not well.
Sebastian, do you want some jambalaya?
Oh, actually, that might help.
Of course, he
I'm
like
gonna give it
is
to him.
disturbed.
I'm like force
Spoon
feeding
feeding.
him, spoon feeding him jambalaya.
It's well seasoned.
Will you stop, woman?
Kyle,
No,
seasoned
you
salt.
need it to be healthy and strong, and you're going to get better.
You're still growing.
Speak, old
I
man.
think.
Yes, it is true. There is a chance that it will claim you. And he kind of goes silent. Sebastian does, and he stares at the ground. And he looks at you, and he looks back at all of you. So, this is what you all want. For me to struggle on a shade of myself, some Meldis puppet, just to send you all south.
I want you to take the one chance that we are aware of for you to maybe survive.
And I just want to put it in
If you
perspective.
do nothing, you die.
Yeah,
That
and
fake accent will not convince me otherwise.
Actually,
It's
she's halfling.
That's what
No,
she's,
She's speaking halfling.
I know.
but look,
Like
at
the way
end-
you're speaking to him right now is not going to convince him. Like he says that at halfling back. Like you are that charade
I'm not.
will do nothing.
Sebastian.
You are all abominations. This world was selected for destruction, and you all were supplanting it. You're chosen, bound fools. You think you can help this world? The only way you can help it is to let it die. And there's this ferocity in his eyes and sort of shake, and his sort of head is like he's a shadow of the kind and tempered individual he was in Slatown. And you can see like you know, there's just madness in his eyes.
Sebastian. Look. Do you love your sister?
Irrelevant.
Do you love your sister?
Your petty attempts to emotionally
Do you
manipulate
love your
will
sister?
not work,
Yes
metal man.
Or no?
The curse of your flesh is enough to reject any prospect of emotional manipulation you might throw in my
So
face.
you do.
have sold yourself.
Do you still love me?
And there's this. So give me
Sense
a
motive.
no. Give me a diplomacy.
Ah. Esoteric lore.
Esoteric lore.
With
Always.
advantage.
Forever.
Ooh, okay. Natural 20 on the
Didn't
first
even
try.
need it.
Oh, nice.
See,
it doesn't
Matthew.
exist.
See, it didn't. We didn't have to do it. I promise.
We didn't do it, Matthew. Please like me. Be my friend. Yeah, 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, this unhinged madness that you see in his eyes, it reminds you of his outbursts towards the beginning of your encounter with him back in the beginning of Act 2, or Art 2 in the swamps. And there's a flash, a sort of recession of the pupils. They're more narrowed now. And, you know, he kind of like, the weight of the sort of things that he's saying and how he's approaching things all kind of maybe comes a little bit into focus. You can see it like, crystallize in his eyes. And all the energy, all the rage gets sucked right out of him as he collapses to the ground. He doesn't even meet your eyes. He's, you know, and tears start to well and form, and it's just, you know, and he starts to mutter something under his breath in Halfling. He's like, something about it's almost impossible to say, like Nirvana this, and he's like, and then after, I'm assuming you rush to,
Yeah.
and you you know, he in your lap as you support him, you know, looks at you and he goes, I can't hold it. He starts to just bawl in your lap, and he like covers his face in shame.
Tried to use anger as strength to hide his pain.
Fredrick's gonna grab Torin and lead him away.
I had some insightful stuff to say.
No.
John A. leans next
have
to it
weapons
and he
to
says,
tend
Just remember, we'll all die if you don't help. It's like he's
He
being
leans-
covered up by Fredrick.
he leans next to Sebastian and he goes,
That sounds fun.
I cannot understand or see your fate, but I know this, young halfling. If you do not walk my path, it is likely your sister will die.
That's what I say! Let go of me, Fredrick!
I understand your need to claim your destiny. It has led you down a strange path, I understand. Stranger than the one I offer you. But know this. The fate of all could be decided by this decision. To reject it isn't an assurance of your own fate being in your own hands, but a succumbing to the corruption of this land. Look into your sister's face. What do you see? Not the face of the girl you grew with, but one that has been warped by this world. What if, with this decision, you could amend something in this fractured landscape? What if you could prevent it happening to others? What if you could manifest success where all you see is failure? And he looks over, you know, at your face.
I'm not making eye contact with him. I'm holding him and like studying him, but I'm not looking at him.
And with a shaky hand, he lifts it up and touches, not like caresses, but touches your ear, where there once was a defined halfling point. And he goes,
R.I.P.
he put, like, it just drops because he can't even hold it there. And he looks over at John A. and he goes, okay.
There's another spoonful of jambalaya shoved in his
Here we
mouth.
go. Here comes the
To
airplane.
hug him so close.
And so he tries to hug you back, but he just
Yeah.
lacks the strength. And John A. stands and he gathers you all. He has agreed to the ritual. It is a multi-part procedure, and it will take a while for him to be the way he should before we travel. But the most violent and intense is the first. It will be short, but it will be like a beacon.
Oh, I see
Do
what
you
you're saying.
understand?
Yep.
It will attract anything that dares find us.
Does it have to be out in the open? Because I mean, we saw a cellar. Like
It is an energy radiance, not a sight. ritual that will attract these creatures.
Still, though, that is not the worst idea you've had.
I mean, at least we'd have some kind of...
My suggestion is we stay here. Why? This particular area is preserved from chaos corruption. It cannot be used against us. The area that you found
Plus,
now
it's
has
such a
its
really
only
cool area.
preservation crystal ripped from it. The very ground is tainted with this disturbing ritual that Retgor and his guild have attempted to, proceed with and failed to do so before you came.
Plus, it's such a beautiful open space here. I mean,
There's
there's
the
just so
defensive
many
boundaries.
activities.
The water will slow. We can break this particular structure. It is unlikely that we'll find many demons in the north. Are you falling asleep?
No, it was just a strong blink.
Oh. I'm like, dang.
His eyes are burning.
We have,
Still
in my
taking
foresight,
persistent
been
damage.
collecting remnants
That was good.
of the temple that once existed here.
Ooh.
We could potentially use these pieces as defensives. It is up to you to decide how. I've also been asking our people to hew
How did you hold that in
stone,
your pocket?
stone and wood from the trees surrounding.
God.
It is up to you how we use it, but I feel as though this is the best place to make our stand. We will be at the northern section in the temple. I will draw the curtains of the tent, and I will begin the ritual. For whatever you hear, do not enter. Simply
I
prevent
need to
any
be
from
there.
reaching us.
I need to be there. I need to be in there.
If you're in there, your very flesh would rip from your bones. Do you understand?
We need your help out here.
You will be needed for the fight. I guarantee you that.
It's the best shot we have.
I'm gonna pull out Leo and give Sebastian Leo.
Oh.
Because I did take him with me.
That's true.
Be very-
1d4 bludgeoning damage as you drop it on his chest.
As we've seen,
A
multiple decrepit children running around, having no shoes, nothing. They're so sad. She gives the plushie to Sebastian.
Okay.
I'm gonna give,
So-
I'm gonna
All the little kids look envious from across the fire, like staring.
Tears streak their soot-covered faces.
I will say that this place will not be safe for our kin. The strongest among us could stay. The rest, we must find a place for them to abscond to,
Oh, a cellar.
A cellar.
like a cellar. And he says, when you're ready, I will begin.
Oh,
And your
so
seats.
will there,
Okay,
people?
so,
Can we have a rest because we had just had
yeah,
okay,
this
cool.
will take some time to
Cool,
prep.
love that.
So
Great.
you got, well, they'll assume that will take basically take 6 hours to defend.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the pieces you have. You have 3,
Oh my god.
4, 5, 6 of these.
All
So
right, who's tactical?
and what you do with these, you can build stuff.
Jesus Christ.
You can build whatever you
I'm not. Who's
A
tactical?
symbol.
So I'm gonna
6
give you guys
pieces.
everything and just do what you want.
I love that.
You can move what you want, do
Wow.
what you want.
Oh my.
We get to be
All
a
I
part of
ask
the
is to-
map.
Is
Oh
to
my
not rip the
God.
trees out, but
Yeah.
you can move the hills
Sorry.
and stuff like that.
Matthew's
Here's
got
one thing for sure: don't destroy the ladder. Just bring it back to
Don't-
our side.
Yeah.
it. And
to see what I can see.
I'm gonna.
Oh, it fell.
yeah, it's
Watch your
down.
foot.
I'm gonna assume this is something that'll happen between now and the next session.
Well, we're gonna yeah.
You wrap up, yeah. But no, that's sick.
Alright.
So
I got like 10 cookies.
All in the water.
Christian took one of them.
build a
and I
tower.
called him her.
In the river.
so
Oh my
No
god.
one can get to us.
So we're gonna put all the shit in the water. So hopefully nothing crawls out.
so you're given
Throwing shit at us.
No, hold on.
you're given all sorts of materials.
And all
to
this
build.
is genuinely water.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
We don't have a
hard.
lot of landing.
So now that is done and Sebastian has agreed, we cut to a distant area of the jungle.
Oh.
What?
Deep in an area where you cannot
What?
perceive. Wow. And in it, there are a myriad of humanoid people rushing through, tracking your footprints.
Son of a bitch.
And at its head
No!
is the man with glowing eyes.
The one that we just. Hey, that was a good catch. The one that we.
And that's where we'll.
Great, I can throw
That's
things
where
at
we'll-
people now. 'Cause
That's where we'll end today.
It's funny that we just mentioned him at the last combat.
When he did it, I went. Like, go check the
Trackless
VOD.
journey.
No,
When you
I was
move
looking
through
at you.
natural terrains, you are hard to track. You always gain the benefits of the cover track's action in such
You are
terrains.
50 people strong.
Without
That's
moving at half your
probably not gonna. So you are being tracked. Of course, your characters don't know this,
Yeah.
but
We're about to.
yeah,
I can't
you're
believe
about
they just
to.
teleported all the way out here. It's crazy.
Hey, he teleported
Well-
away.
No,
No.
because the jungle won't let you
Teleport.
build teleport.
Yeah.
I think about this stuff.
They're sprinting, Naruto running.
That's
Honestly,
the end
I'd be kind of
session
scared.
21.
Glowing eyes.
You know the other thing that hasn't? Nope.
A lot of new followers, a lot of new
Yo.
chatters. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know our streams are long, so if you made it till the end, we
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Manny, if you're still there, love you, dude. I'm gonna hit you up soon.
Yeah, probably not.
If
That's
Carter
okay.
is still there.
Hi, Carter.
Hi,
Hi,
Carter.
Cart. Yeah, I think Carter is still probably still.
Thanks for hanging.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for hanging. Appreciate it.
For both Fallout and this.
Yes, exciting. You should go watch the
I'm gonna leave
80
that.
hours of content for this particular show.
Or just watch the Halloween episode, like the first
Yeah,
Halloween
no.
episode.
The first Halloween
was-
one is worth it. For
If you
zero
don't, if you just
context.
want one, try that one out. It's
Oh,
a
the one
fucking
where I made
blast.
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That
one
was a
where we
fun-
were
that was a
children.
great
Not
time.
technically Pathfinder, but
And-
it's great.
Torin was hunting. He was scared for a minute. You guys-
Yeah, I love that. Hi. And you got a
Oh, so good.
Anyway.
Okay,
Anyway,
but that's it. We
check it
appreciate
out.
you guys so much for taking a look. Please go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go follow us on Twitch. Go follow us on Instagram. You can join our Discord. I don't really use it, but you are welcome to. Maybe people can come in and talk. And
If you mess
I mean, honestly,
I just- I'm just really don't like talking in
I'll
Discord.
talk to you.
So, yeah, absolutely follow along on the journey that we're taking with Godbound. Next week is not Fallout. Next
Not
week
next
is
week.
Alien. Our next session is not Fallout. Is Alien, the role-playing game. We're playing another session of a one-shot.
Come watch me die again.
Please
like
come
I
in
do in
and,
everything.
and watch that. We had a lot of fun with Starfinder. So
Yes.
please come and take a look. Otherwise, also, one of our shorts got like a ton of views, a large
over
portion of
30K.
views.
Pretty cool,
Yeah, it was
right?
pretty
It's a new
cool.
record for us,
Which
which is
it was a
cool.
short that none of us really thought would do any. It's just always
Yeah.
how it goes.
And the
31,
algorithm was like,
almost
that
32.
one.
That's
The
ridiculous.
algorithm's like, yeah, that one.
Yeah,
That one.
that one's
Show
great.
everybody.
So we
Yeah.
appreciate y'all's support. Until next
Bye.
time, I'm Grim and keep it creepy. Okay, peace
I'm
out.
Christian.
I don't know
I don't know if that
That's
matters.
Mourne. This is Fredrick.
We're done.
Ah.